Not enough stream. It says excellent connection. It gasses you up. Microphone testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's up? What's poppin'? This is on the Lockout. You already know. Gangs, Rikers Island, prison gangs. And should you or shouldn't you join a gang when you get locked up or you doing a bid, which is both the same thing, right? But a lot of dudes ask me, yo, Warpath, I'm about to turn myself in and do some time. Should I join a gang? This is part 2, Rikers Island prison gangs. My suggestion, opinion, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It's like catchy, right? Because a tricky question, because a lot of people have, and like I said, I was saying before in part 1 of this live before we got cut off. It could harm your bid if you just one of those dudes that's like, yo, I just want to do my time and go home and be back with my family. I don't know about that. Or that you being involved in something could play a part and you may never see your family again. So it's something to think about, right? For the mind to think about. If you're one of those people that's about to go do a bid and turn yourself in, is this really what you want to do at 43 years old? Is being a part of something or joining a movement to fight a cause that you probably will never even know what are you really fighting the other side, supposedly, your ops, supposedly, the way they put it, for. Like, are you fighting for a real cause, or are you going to be involved in something that's fighting because, like, a lot of gang wars now, if you ask some of these dudes why you hate them so much, why you dislike them so much, they can't give you a straightforward answer. It's because my peoples told me that back in the days, A, B, and C, and the history that he's given you may not be 100% accurate. This is not opinion when we get to that, right? This is Warpath and facts. Like, I was there. I was involved. I seen it, done it all. This is not glorification or justification. This is a living experience. And I'm telling you what I've been through and what transpired over those times, that most of the fight is going to come exactly for a piece of chicken. And in fact, I told the story where King Korea cut the dude at another prison, at another jail building, right? We on Rikers Island, but a different building. When he left the house I was in, and then, in fact, he wasn't in the house, was he? No, he wasn't. The guy left the house and wind up around Korea. It was all behind Duke serving one of my peoples a super little piece of chicken. And it's funny and ironic that Montana just mentioned piece of chicken, and that's what came to mind. So those are not the stories you want to have to give like that. And then again, somebody could be like, oh, you're not seeing the bigger picture. Well, yes, it was a cause. Like, he was serving, the way they say, our kind, a smaller piece and everybody else bigger. So someone could be like, yeah, you was fighting, so our people don't get smaller pieces of chicken. So shout out to us that times, because this is why you probably getting bigger pieces of chicken now. In fact, this is now, I think this is a fact, right? Because a lot of people be like, again, I didn't have to join nothing, or the Kings this or Bloods this, whatever gang or organization or nation is there when you was there, right? But keep in mind that if a lot of these things weren't put in place or in play, right? I don't care how tough you may think you are or perceive yourself, because we're supposed to feel like we're number one, right? If you're doing music, if you're podcasting, if you're doing a show, you're supposed to be like on the Lockout, the number one show in America. Why? There's no other podcast better than ours. We getting in about everything. You're supposed to feel that way. That's good for you. But the fact is that a lot of people may not like the fact that I'm saying what's facts. If you're Latino, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Ecuadorian, Salvadorian, whatever you are, you're able to use the phone the little bit probably that you're going to use it because of people like Luis Felipe and those that came after him. Because the same way everyone else has a story about they being oppressed and they was outnumbered, at one point, that was Luis Felipe and whoever was around him reality. And that's why things were put in place so that you could be more comfortable, so that someone don't take your sneakers, so that you get packages up north. A lot of the things that you receive and you get now in Rikers Island or in New York prisons and jails is because of them same people that people say they dislike so much. The ALKQN, right, which is the Almighty Latin King Nation. Even the blacks, a lot of things you're getting right now is because of the Blood Nation and because of the LK Nation, right? Because the LK Nation, we for everybody. All them stories that people are giving is they don't know facts because they're not involved in that. As far as like, oh, you got to be a straight Latino to be king and all. False. That's already one misguide that they gave you. Oh, we just was beating up blacks and whites, whatever it was, for no reason. That's another one. That's not facts. It was just a fact that people were standing up for what they believed in, the same way the Bloods or Crips or whoever, right? Because we're talking about Rikers Island and we're talking about prison gangs, right? What other people consider gangs. Because if you ask a dude that's king or queen or blood or bloodhead or Crip, whoever, if he's in a gang, in his rightful mind, he may not believe so. You see it that way. If you ask Farrakhan or whoever may be, if their organization or nation, whatever they have going on, is it a gang, they're going to go back and forth with you all day that it's not, but you may not perceive it that way because it's not coming through to society as that way. All we see is a bunch of people and we just see the running back and forth, the bickering, the fighting, the colors. So we was taught at an early age that that's a gang of people. A gang, what it means to you. A group of people, right? Involved in the same thing to the media's eyes, to the president, the mayor, whoever. Involved in destruction, right? Of civilization. Trying to be is it communist the right word? Like dictators, right? Like govern themselves. One dude that this decides what's gonna happen. He set the rules. It's a secret society. No one gets in. This is what it says when I said, we got 3 million people in the house. What's up with the likes? I'm about to get off of this. But then again, I'm on the same stream, so it might be working that way. We got 3 million people in the house. Let me stop playing because later on, they'll edit this, take it apart, and be like, yo, he was saying he had 3 million people in the house. And it was actually 3. Nah. But listen, y'all already know. Yeah, they was doing that to us before because I would see a number 2 and actually 900 people were on the live. Or 900 and something when we was going live every day. Because I used to do the lives even from my phone, 4 or 5 in the morning. It didn't matter. We was lit. A lot of working people used to love it. But This is what we saying here, bro. What are we talking about here? Like, should you join a gang? If you're trying to go home, like, and you got a small bit, no. But then again, then you're just gonna be joining it. I would see for just to join. So he was down saying, but the fact is, the likes are going up. That's what's up. You can't say, yo, I F with you on the lockout, right? But you're not hitting the like. You never hit like. You never subscribe. You never tell a friend to tell a friend. You never hit the Cash App, which is in the link in the description, by the way. Feel free. Y'all already know how I feel about the super chat. That's all there. I'm saying it because that's what we do on the tube and on other platforms, right? We'll be doing it for free. Other people charge a fee. I don't see what's the difference between them and me. Boop. So we getting into the money today, right? I know we already may be lagging. It's cool. I see it. I'm testing out this different Wi-Fi that I clicked into. Same people. It's just a different little click button. So we getting into podcast mood and we getting more deep into depth. So what's popping with the gangs and what you think? Leave in the comments how you feel. Do you feel that because of a lot of these gangs, a lot of people are eating good? That's a fact. You couldn't rock a pair of proper sneakers if you was of whatever nationality you was. It didn't matter if you was black, Hispanic, or white. Now a Hispanic dude go in with a proper pair of sneakers and somebody's trying to bag him, you might. Because sometimes it's every man for themselves. Don't matter. Things change. These dudes let a lot of things change, bro. Not for nothing. Rikers Island became a big shelter. You know, that's just what it looks like to me. And no disrespect to people in the shelter, but it's like dirty, run down. It's like, oh, bro, like, what the hell happened? You know, back in the days, we would be standing in the pins, and if somebody tried to take a Hispanic dude's sneakers, that wasn't happening, bro. Because that's the reason why things started and got put in place, right? If a black dude, somebody tried to take the black dude's sneakers, his people would stand up. Nowadays, our own people, his own people is trying to take his sneakers. Like, I don't get that. So whatever happened to what we started off for, like, and what things put in place for. So I don't know if you want to join a gang at your age. It depends what you're doing. But if you see it as a gang, then maybe you shouldn't join. If you see it as a family and something that you want to be involved with to help the cause, not be cause, then it's all cool. If you're just going to be a neutral dude that's going to come out of prison or jail and be like, when somebody says they're involved in something, you're going to show off and be like, well, I didn't have to join nothing. Like, you Superman and you super thorough and you held it down by yourself. You're lying to yourself. Because this is a fact. Yeah, some neutrals hold it down and they get busy. We're not taking that away from them. Some neutrals went through and rocked on the phone because some houses have a neutral phone, which 90% of the time always winds up changing into a phone for a nation, organization, or gang. Anyway, but most of the time, there's a neutral. People be like, that's the neutral phone. That one's for everybody. Mainly if there's a house with 3 phones. But nowadays, you got the patrias blowing up too, so that phone may be theirs, you know? But it's a fact that you're not calling at 8, 9 o'clock. Everybody knows this. If you call your family, your girl, this is how your girl knows if you're a cornball or not, right? And because that's the way people still look at it, and it's sad that I got to talk this way because we all getting more mature and grown here, right? Or we trying to as the days go by. But this is how your wifey, your moms, whoever knows. And it don't got to fully mean that you're a cornball because you know what? On a grown level, it could mean that you're just trying to do your bit and get home to your girl. But again, some people will be like, nah, well, he's a cornball. If you're not calling after 6 o'clock, bro, when you do call before 6, don't call and tell your girl you got things smashed. Women, he's lying to you. He doesn't have nothing smashed. He's playing his bunk like a punk, just doing his bit. Shout out to all the bunk players. But the shape of his body is embedded within that mattress. Right? His back hurts. He got sores from laying down so much, right? But what I'm saying is, I say all that to say that If you're not calling after 6, bro, stop acting like you had things smashed on the island, you heard? If you had to make your slot from 4 o'clock to 4:30, Papi, stop fronting, please. You was doing nada. Now, if your man calls you at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7:30, 6:30, 6:15, and he rocks with you for half an hour, I'm going to give him a half an hour, because I seen dudes get their life taken for half an hour on the island behind that plastic jack. That's a dangerous thing, and it's sad, right? Because we always say that's not ours. I'm not glorifying or showing off. There's a fact. People that were with me, that if they still around could tell you, was KO, the blood. Of course, a lot of my people, I'm not going to name them for whatever reasons, because they still fighting cases that caught while they was with me. Lucky, another blood. This is in C-74. I used to take the 2 phones to my locker and put them in my locker and go to sleep. This is facts. And I could hear people say, nah, you wake that little up. I'm not waking him up for no phone. He's going to flip. And it's in my locker, bro. And I would be saying to myself in my head, because I'm up. I'm playing possum on them so they could think I'm asleep, right? And I would say in my head, if I was him, I would pound war out. Like, you're going to give me that phone, bro. I would tell dudes, then they'd be like, yo, War, can I get that after you? I'm like, bro, here, ask my girl on the phone. And my girl on the other line would be like, don't do that to him. How you like if somebody do that to you? Right? Because our family out in the world, they got like a more of a heart. We live in the jail life, like F everybody. And I'm laughing like, ain't nobody going to do that to me, bro. You know, because every time I went into a house, the mentality was, I need to use that phone. Facts. I need slot time. Like, what's up? And I'm not glorifying, because people go, oh, these dudes are glorifying jail. How these dudes are making money off their prison story. That should be illegal. They caught a case. Bro, listen, they did their time for that. You know, you're talking about writing books. You're talking about people, bodies. There's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of dudes told me, a lot of good Muslim brothers used to tell me, yo, Warpath, not for nothing, you running around here like you got 25 to life. You're going to catch 25 to life if you keep going the way you going. And it wasn't about being in the Bing for 30 years, right? If you was putting in all this work, right? Because people often ask that. A lot of dudes that was really, really putting in work were always in population. Yeah, you would probably go to the box or pre-Bing, wherever. Been there plenty. I was in 1B, living for a long time. They didn't want to take me out of 1B in HDM. That's a fact. You can ask my family, my girl. She'll tell you. She used to go up to see me in Rikers, and they'll tell her, why you with this dude, with this bad boy? Like, do you know he's a real terror? A bad boy back there? Like, really, really, like a bad dude? Right? And I'm like, that's crazy, bro. Like, the COs are grimy, bro. The grimiest of all. Like, why would you tell my family that I'm telling, yo, when I come home, I'm going to do the right thing? Even though those are your intentions, not a dream that you're selling. Why would you try to put things like that in their head? Like, he's back there terrorizing things. That's crazy. That's jail life. That's prison life. That's just survival tactics, right? Like, you got to be the wolf, or you're going to get eaten real fast. And it's sad that that's how it should be, right? Because the things that are put in place, like organizations, nations to help our people, should be making everyone feel comfortable where they don't have to do that. A lot of people dislike and wanted to be like, and not because I am what I am, but the Hispanic culture, because they stuck together so hard that other people wanted that bond with their people and didn't see it. So they try to put it in place. And this is facts. And anybody who ever's been locked up on Rikers would tell you, because I know that other prisons out of state are different. You got to fall in with your kind when you get there. Rikers Island, New York, the East Side, we not like that. We love all people. Like, I would walk into a house and the Puerto Ricans would be like, yo, Bori, man, acá. That means like, yo, come over here to sleep over here. Is an empty bed. And I will always, whoever knew me will tell you. And if they tell you different, they're lying. Only one time I went through the island and stood, shh. I didn't say nothing. I played punk because I had 7 days to go home, and out of 7, you do like 3 or 4. I didn't worry about the phone. I wanted to flip so bad and put it to, I was even sleeping in the back with some of my twins, and they were like, yo, twin, you all right? And I was like, they probably thought I was soft. Like, why they call this dude Warpath? You know, but I was like, somebody will tell them, yo, that little dude that's with you, he's really a beast. Watch him, right? Because there's always your own people. Like, shout out to them people, but I wanted to give it to Duke that was my own people because these things happen. Because they were living foul, and I was like, I'm going to twist them, man, but I only got 7 days, right? So I chilled and held on. I don't even think I called my peoples. I think I called them once. I was leaving in like 3 or 4 days. What was the sense of me wilding? But other than that, I always took it like, this is my home. This is where I'm going to stay at. This is where I need to focus on this. So this dude is corny. He's like, yo, bro, I was in 1B. You was never down there in the 90s. Yeah, right, bro. You bugging. You bugging. So when I was in 1B, I was there for a minute. You guys heard the story. The story's in the bottom. Like, something has to mentally be wrong with you to just lie. That's the story that I said when I was with Dizzy, Menudo and Dizzy had the little beef, whatever the case may be. My cell was the one right in front of the TV. But, you know, there's a catwalk with the gate. That's where the CMCs were going out through to use the phone and everything. Like, I had to pass. He could grab it, but I used to pass the phone. Like, if I'm on it, I'll be like, yo, here, pass it to the CMC dude because he was next or whatever the case may be. I bet that a lot of you dudes, like Ruiz, you can't explain no parts of down there, right? Like how it looks and nothing like that, right? Because you probably heard it from your friend, but I get it. It's always a troll or a hater. But listen, like I said, even in 1B, there was one phone. So you had the pop to be using that phone. So ladies, dudes, whoever, if your man was in 1B and he told you he has a smash and he wasn't calling that night, he wasn't doing none of that. That's a fact. So you already know how that goes. And 1B, because I went to 1B from 1A. That's when I was with the blood dude that I was explaining to y'all the other day, Sunshine, that he made the video on how he felt about the GF and all that, boom, boom, boom. So I was in 1A. From 1A, they took me down. So now, mind you, 1A and 1B is by the bubble. You feel me? The pins, then the bubble. I bet you can't explain none of that, bro. Phony dudes. So my whole thing is, yeah, like, why would you hate when a dude's telling his fact story and comment? Like, it says a lot about you, bro. But I always speak with facts. And y'all seen people come in the comments that was with me in the H and all that. So I don't have nothing to prove to someone that's typing away from a computer. You feel me? Never that. But you already know we don't let nobody. I don't do it in the street, in Brooklyn, Jamaica, Queens, Harlem, wherever I'm at. I'm in the streets every day. Y'all see me go live every day. And I'm outside when people is outside. And I'm calm on here. Even like I told you, people tell me, yo, War, be the way you really are outside. Like, you get super followers. I don't need super followers. We gained a lot of followers in 3 weeks. We already had like 5,000 some followers. My dude, I'm good money. You feel me? But there's always a hater. There's only one out of in a few months that sees, oh, snap, how this dude's a little lit like this, bro. I was on the island too. Yeah, but you didn't, you wasn't really doing nothing and you're not telling your story. Don't hate this for everybody. You could do the same, homie. Instead of saying, yo, how you did that, bro? Show me. You know what I'm saying? They want to hate. But it's all good. So from 1A, from 1A upstairs, I went down to 1B. Yeah, to 1B. I told that in the story about Dizzy. You could go check the other video if you want to see that story about the blood. The dude, Dizzy with the long braids, the original Dizzy, the only Dizzy that I knew. The Panamanian, whatever people say he is. Everybody say they know him. Nobody was never with him. We lived with him literally in 1B. It was about 95, 96, if I'm not mistaken. I think when, she definitely, I remember. But it was the one around them years. It wasn't like 91, 92, or 93, though. I wasn't in the age at that time. If I'm not mistaken, it was 95 or beginning of 96, something like that. Facts. But I never been one to keep up with the years and dates, bro. I've been to jail and prison so many times that it became like crazy. Like, I'm not the type of dudes be knowing their whole number, like 895, whatever. None of that, bro. I got mines in the paperwork. Like, I knew like one of my numbers, and then as the time went by, I forget it. Like, I don't even, who knows phone numbers nowadays? Nobody, right? You see, word, keyboard warrior, facts. But I don't even remember those things. But what I'm saying, I say all that to say that dudes get locked up, bro. Trust me. If he's not calling after 6 o'clock, after 5 o'clock, and talking about, yo, I had it smashed, and then you ask his wifey, and she be like, he always called right after the lockout. And then he'll never call again. Maybe that's the time she was able to pick up the phone. But if she was able, maybe he was just trying to stay out of trouble. It don't mean he's a punk. But if you're trying to act like a gorilla, homie, your spot has just been blown on the lockout. So you wasn't really rocking like that. So you need to chill with lying to your peoples, because you'll be calling at 9:30, 10 o'clock. My peoples will tell you I called at all times in the night. Sometimes I fell back and I was like, you know what? I'm going home right now. So I'm going to leave that alone, because I'm going to send somebody to the infirmary and I'm going home in 4 days. You feel me? But I'll explain that to my girl. Like, yo, listen, I'm not going to cook. I'm trying to chill, bro. And there was always one dude that I'm like, this is the one that's going to get it, but he's going to get it real bad, and I'm going to catch a new one. So, you know, because I always picked my target. Like, I already knew, like, this is the one. He thinks he's the toughest one. That's the one I'm going to hit up. I wasn't like all these dudes that they doing or were doing and say they was cutting and putting mad kings or nietas in the infirmary or bloods, what have you. And they wasn't. You was cutting a dude that wasn't even down with the people you have beef with. You will catch any herb. Like, he's walking by the gate, or this one, the quiet one, and they'll twist them and then go to the box and be like, yo, I twisted one of them ops. You heard? I caught him. No, you didn't, bro. He wasn't down with nothing. I'm in the house like, I said this before. Like, he cussed, son. Why he didn't give it to me? Like, I was always a little diesel. My man seen me the other day and said, damn, well, you lost a lot of weight, because y'all know I was in the hospital for my kidney. But he let me know. He was like, yeah, because you always brolic. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm still, like, solid on this. But I was always, like, a little diesel dude. Like, why you didn't hit me up, bro? I got a big mouth, bro, because I'm the type of dude that you're supposed to feel this way. I'm going to hold my big mouth down. It's not like you just talking to talk. You feel me? And nothing to show off about or glorify, because we on the tube. We know the FED is watching. We know that you got to be a certain way because you're on YouTube, right? Because this is what you're doing now. This is my job. You know what I'm saying? I fill out taxes. I get a paycheck. Not only me, a lot of people do. So once in a while, you're always going to get these haters. They'll be like, damn, how did he convert this into his everyday job? I wasn't 1B. That's what's up, boss. What year you was there? So you know what I'm saying is facts. My cell was the one right in front of the TV, right before the CMC cells. And the thing that I used to like, that where people hang out in HDM and 1B is crazy, right? Because there's not, right? There's no day room. If I remember, it's small, bro. There's no day room. You're in a box, bro. So what happens is you come out of your cell, and do you remember this? It's like a stair. Like, you gotta, like, it was like the highest of all of them. It's like the length or a little higher than a stair. Like, one stair, like, you come out your cell and it's like a little boom, like you come down. So people will like chill like up there and like just be looking out. Or like, yo, pass that. Or you got a fish or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I used to just stand right there, because at one point it was pre-bang when I was there. And the CMC was in the side, because they started doing all this pre-bang. Do you remember that? Or am I just bugging out? And I'm getting that old that my brain cells are shot. So the CO opens it with that big wheel spinner. Oh, and we was able to hear and communicate with the people, especially the CMC. I don't know how Dizzy did it, but they used to be talking through the wall. And one time, that's how I told y'all homeboy got hit. Yeah, I've been had those. I had all colors, bro. I had all color IDs, bro. My first ID was a I carry reefer ID. Y'all already know. Is it supposed to stand for inmate contraband receiver? But I used to say I carry reefer. It was green. And after that, they had to start making rainbow colors. Because dudes had all types of IDs. Like my floor card had a red dot on it, my man. Boom. Like literally, I would see the floor card. If you know, and you seen floor cards before when it was popping during the war, and right after that, they started putting dots and certain things on dudes' floor cards. That's a fact. My floor card had like a red circle on it. On top of that, they started making the floor cards red, if I'm not mistaken, and all types of different colors. So yours wouldn't be the yellow, I'm Catholic, or I'm this and that. You feel me? Yeah, facts. But you always got a hater, and it be your same people. It be your same people. Like, dude got a super Puerto Rock name, and it's always a Puerto Rock. But then they get mad when I say the blacks or the bloods, because everybody knows I know a million bloods, because I live in neighborhoods, always did, where there's mad bloods. And in the prison system, I was always around them because I'm a real one. I've never been afraid of nobody. You feel me? Nobody fears me. I don't care, Warpath. Don't care what you down with. Your gang or you, with all respect to everybody, that whatever they involve in, don't fear me. You feel me? At all, my dude. There's people that fears them. Like he's going to go get his gang. So why? Bring them little dudes. Like, let's get it. You understand what I'm saying? But everyone should be like that, because you only make mafia, gangs, whatever's popping, as powerful as you want it to be. The media makes people more powerful because they keep mentioning the mob only got that powerful. One dude that invented something, came out, only got that powerful because they keep throwing it in people's face. He's in magazines, he's online, he's on TV. So you're like, wow, this dude is a terror. When you get to meet him, you're like, bro, this dude is soft. He's the nicest dude in the world, whatever, right? But they install that fear in you to keep throwing it out there with the stories. And that's a fact. That's like, we gonna jump topic here because that's what we do here. Yeah, I wasn't into it like that, but I wasn't stating what it was, the red dot. I'm just saying that when I first started seeing it, that's why mine's had a red dot. You know what I'm saying? But your floor card being red is. But anyway, I'm not here to explain like everything that was happening with me. I'm saying, you know, prison, Rikers Island, and gangs. Should you join a gang? Like, I had all those color IDs, my dude. And none of that was it doesn't impress me, because dudes be having red ID and now they walking like they a gangster, right? Or they just let go of Pitbull or a real lion out the cage. My dude, you had a sharpened toothbrush and you caught a red ID. You never bust nothing. Or they found something in your cell that looked like if it was some sharp object and send you to the box. That's a fact. So none of that impresses me. A lot of dudes never put in no work, at all, but got red ID. And that's a fact. The majority of red ID dudes never put in work and never will. They got a red ID by mistake. You know what I'm saying? And they wish they could get up off it. But you know, every time you go, that sticks with you. When I was going through, it stuck with you. You might get away a day or two, then they'll call you like, boom, come get your trophy. You earned it. You know, but dudes come back like, yeah, they called me from my red ID. I'm out of here. They're going to pack me up. This and that. Like, you're a gorilla. Bah, stop it. And this is reality. And people don't talk about this at all because they afraid of how people are going to respond, because you're tapping dudes' bellies. You're hurting dudes' feelings. They got red ID because they still want to be red ID in the street. You feel me? And they're like, nah, bro, I'm a gorilla. I was putting in work. Cool. If you're a gorilla and you was putting in work, nobody cares about that. I don't care about that. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't. People just like to hear the stories because it's not dumb. It's fascinating to them. Like, wow, bro, he cut somebody. Like, So did the lady down my block, and she's 70 something years old. Like when things pop, things get ugly. You know what I'm saying? And if you got to protect yourself, people go to the extremes. At times, I know people that put in work and be like, yo, I didn't even know I was going to hit them up so many times. But the adrenaline, and they feel like they're in fear for their life. A lot of dudes put in work out of fear sometimes. They were forced to. Facts. But nobody gets to that money. War's a hater. War's talking too much. I don't know what I'm talking about. Nah, bro. I know exactly what I'm talking about because I lived it. I was that. Facts. Doing a documentaries with it. Bro, I don't get into all that, B. This is not the channel for that. Where did they start and all that? Google it. They'll probably give you some info. I don't respect dudes that do documentaries on that, B. That's a fact. So I can't even say no disrespect to you. But I don't understand how somebody's going to do a documentary on something they know nothing about. But they're going to try to do a little research right now and misguide the people and give them false information. So I don't respect dudes at all that do documentaries about Latin Kings, Bloods, or whatever. And they never been around none of these gangs and never will be because they in a room somewhere locked in reading off of online. So they get no respect from me. That's my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at a brother for that. I just speak how I feel. I don't hold back. You ask me, I can't speak upon the Latin King Nation. That's not what I'm here to do. Have you ever heard of... Yeah, but I don't talk about other dudes' channels on my channel either, bro. No disrespect. Ortiz, I understand he made a video about me. This is how he started doing this and all that, but I don't do that. But I heard of it. Yeah, I seen it before. I'm going to keep it real. I don't go watch it, like things like that. But I gave my opinion on him and what I feel he should do with his channel. Like, you know, my only thing with that, I'm not bashing him. Just shout out to him. Hope he keeps doing his thing. You know, but you can't come online and be like, yeah, because, you know, and you straight calling people words like, yo, suck my, you pieces of shit. Like, you guys are racist and all types of things. And you can't break certain things super down to people because they'll take it like you a racist or a hater or whatever. But shout out to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? People tend to forget while you making videos, you can't be making videos going all out like that, right? And you still in the street. A lot of people follow people and they gas the YouTuber or the influencer or the content creator, whatever you want to call it, gas him up so bad. I'm not saying him in general, where he just starts talking about everything and he forgets that tomorrow he's going to the Brooklyn streets and he got to see real gorillas and real killers and was talking crazy. People think, oh, somebody's going to be like, oh, that was online. Like he was only playing. Nah, people take that more serious than anything because they feel disrespected. You put it out there for the whole world to hear it. You got to look up how many people get hit up or hurt over online talking. People don't say that. But people that don't live in New York are not involved in gangs. They always want to hear it, right? Because like one time, this dude said, and it's a fact, they want to get as close as they can to the animals in the zoo without getting bit. It's like intriguing to them. It's like mind-blowing. Whoa. Right? It's not that funny to people when you're really living out here. Of course, I'm never worried about nothing or no one, but I don't speak reckless like that. Like all these other channels that do it, follow what's going on. Why you think they got beef amongst each other? You're talking too much, homie. And peoples is noticing it, your own peoples. You understand? But when you don't talk too much about your own people, it's a problem too. I have people tell me, why you never mentioned the name of the people you were down with? Like, bro, because we was taught we do not do that. Now there's a problem because everybody sees every other gang or organization doing it. And they feel like, bro, if you're a little lit, why you don't big us up? You bugging. Meanwhile, y'all was not all, but some were the first ones to come in here and hate. Like, I don't get it. You know, but I be with mines every day if I go out in the street. Like I always tell you, I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But I never think the foot will be out because I never, and I'm not talking about a nation organization, I mean the streets. Thanks a lot for the super chat, Daniel Shapiro. If I got it right, thanks a lot for the super chat. That's what's up. So Shout out to you, Daniel. I shout out all channels when they donate to help the cause, to help the channel. The Cash App is in the description. If you have a channel, we're promoted for 26 years. Nah, I'm only playing. Let me stop saying that. That's a lie. But we shout you out. We do what we got to do. Super Chat is in the description. I mean, the Cash App is in the description right there. You hit that little thing. You press that link. It takes you straight to the Cash App. You're going to see a little dog, and it says can. That's me. Nah, never, bro. Everybody that does documentaries and stories about that always takes it back to Humble Park. Not shitting on you, just saying maybe you should do something different. I know people want to take it back to the essence, to the beginning, but I don't know, bro. I don't even talk about them topics like that. I just touched on what they did in the prisons, and I tell my story. You know what I'm saying? My story. Affairs and what started and how this looks and that looks. People could Google that. It's all over. Plus, Google gives you false information too, so you got to be careful with that. You remember the gang? Yeah, I remember D-Seps. I used to rock with them around my way in Sunset Park. I had everybody saying D-Seps. Facts. This was years ago, bro. I was a kid. I'm talking about, like, bro, like the 80s. Facts. Oh, I got it right? That's what's up. Sometimes we doubt ourselves with certain words and we got it right. You know, I just like to make sure. Like, I can know how to spell something. Let me take these headphones off because I'm being louder because I'm hearing myself and there's people sleeping. But, yeah. I just put the headphones so I could hear that it's working. Because if you don't put headphones on and you don't hear yourself, right? What happens is you'll do the whole recording and no one was hearing you. I'm pretty sure you guys will let me know though that when you can't hear a person. But anyway, this is part 2 of Rikers Island prison gangs, or gangs, or what you guys consider a gang, right? Thanks Shapiro for the donation, helping my brother grow his channel. You already know. So you know, right now, every time I was in Rikers Island, people used to be like, or even upstate in all my bids that I did, right? Like everybody that knows me for real, I spent mostly my life in prison. I was out certain times because I was working and all that, but that wouldn't last. But I'm a bright dude. Like in the meantime, while I was out here, I had acquired my CDL. Like everybody always tell me, yo, you're a real smart dude. Like what's holding you back? Like you gotta do you, bro. You could have been a millionaire already. I know this. You know what I'm saying? Like, or for just all the things that I've done and the things that I could do. You know what I'm saying? It's always the smartest people that never finish school. You ever notice that? Like, they become millionaires. And school is all good, so don't get it twisted. I'm not saying don't go to school. But they become number one singers in the world. Or if you ask them, they'll be like, I didn't finish school. You know, because you got a mindset of, I'm a boss, man. I don't want people telling me what to do. I'm going to be a boss, and I'm going to treat people accordingly. Different from the way you was treated. You know what I mean? A lot of people tell me, boy, you got a gift to talk. You got a gift to talk to people and help them change. You know how many people read the comments? Today I got like over 6 comments of people like, yo, you're an inspiration to me. You inspired me to open my own channel. Thank you. I get that a lot. You guys see it here. And I'm grateful for that. And that's what's up. My donations will be watching the ads. That's what's up, though. That's what I tell people. That's the least they could do. Question, do you know if... Listen, I'm going to keep it real with you. Right? That story about Mother Dear, a lot of these dudes are lying, bro. Don't believe that. A lot of these dudes don't know Mother Dear. They never been around Mother Dear. They just keep hearing the same story, bro. And dudes hate my voice because I speak facts, bro. These dudes are lying. If you ask them, you know Mother Dear? Yeah, I heard him. I was up north. You know, we was in 2 different houses, but he was there, bro. And the same story. Yeah, he was knocking dudes out, bro, and putting in that work, you know. Peanut butter and jelly coming out everywhere. Think I got that. No, bro, they lying, bro. They lying, bro. If you ask them about the Chinese dudes, the Asian dudes, with all respect to Asians and everyone, shout out China Mac. You guys know that's my guy. Cause when people say, "Oh, he's not hip hop, he's Asian," bro, he don't matter what you do. And there's not a hip hop channel, but we talk about everything here. It's a podcast. That's what we do. And a podcast don't consist of 2 people or 3 people. Podcast started with 1 person originally. Podcast facts. And we've been taking phone calls, so we're gonna do that again. We're gonna do the interviews, Skype, X-Cross, whatever software I decide to use. I'm working on it, so that's coming this month. Bear with me. So I'm gonna be interviewing you guys first, the Lockout Gang. That's a fact. So these guys be lying. If you ask them, yo, did you hear about is it true the 2 Asian dudes beat up the whole squad? Dudes will be like, oh, yeah, that's a fact. Yo, they did, bro. They did, bro. They twisted them up, bro. Them 2 Asian dudes. Bro, you a liar. You never seen that happen. You heard it from another inmate. They heard it from another inmate. They heard it from another inmate. The story keeps getting bigger, right? Well, I spoke to a CO. They've been around forever, bro. Like past his retirement. A lot of those stories he said are lies. They myths. Somebody said it. They seen one little incident happen with them. A fight broke out. They got put in the infirmary. And they blew it up out of proportion. And it sounds good. It's a good bookseller. And a lot of these dudes, they go to prison and jail and now become authors and rappers. You ever notice that everybody gets locked up, now they a rapper? Yo, I got mad songs written, and they come out and they're like, you ready to ride, homie? And all the words they picked up in jail, they put together. Now he's the ill rapper. Come on, bro. You serious? Stop it, bro. Those are all a lot of myths, bro. So I don't follow those things, bro. I don't care about Mother D, no disrespect to you. Those stories are lies, bro. Some of it may be a little true, but they blown up out of proportion. It's myths, bro. Facts. But people don't like to hear that, because then they're going to start thinking, these grown men, so that means Santa Claus not real? And they're going to be hurt. That means Scooby-Doo is not a dog? He's Warpath? 6 minutes. We can't freestyle too loud today because people's down here. So we in the building, right? We really pop. Got 2 texts up, boy. You call the cops, say you get busy, but I know you don't. You got a lot of stories you heard from lockup. Now you talking about, is this real, that real, huh? Was it real when your man pulled out the steel? You a little kid still riding them big wheels? G'd up for real. I'ma break down the deal. We used to rob and steal even for a little meal. He say the fast word. He go hard, bro. Like, what's up, man? Chill, B. You crazy. Where's that dude's name? Let me see, which one is that? Yeah, I'm bugging out right now. This is bug out time. The story's over. Everything over. This is chat time. What's up with the chat? Oh. No, I'm from Japan, but I was in jail. He's crazy. Yo, these like equals fat. Yo, nah, he's a super troll. He don't even know. I was just asking, that's all. I know you keep it a buck. Nah, yeah, but I'm telling you facts, bro. Because your dreams might be shattered. You might really think, oh, Mother Dear's not real, man. You might want to meet him. I'm just joking, bro. You want to meet Mother Dear, bro? So if you ask dudes, they'll tell you, yeah, my man caught him up north, and he's the one that threw him over the railing, man, and he murked him, and this whole story on how he got murked. Bro, you serious, bro? You read that somewhere or something? It sells a good book. It's a good story, though. These dudes that are actually repeating these myths are good storytellers, and they need to start a podcast because they tell it so good that they start believing it. They actually feel a part. The Mother Dear is a part of their life. Like, because if you say Mother Dear, they'll be like, oh yeah, man, that dude. And they get into the conversation hard and want to argue with you. You ever seen 2 dudes arguing over Biggie and Pac and a fight break out? I seen that. I seen dudes get ripped $150 over that. Like, bro, stop it, bro. You don't know now. One of these dudes, they didn't care nothing about you. Like, stop, bro. You bugging. You cut that dude over an argument, a Biggie argument? Like, you serious? Real G's don't give a fuck about him. That's a fact, bro. I don't care what. That's like somebody asked me in a comment, like, "Yo, you ever heard of this? You never heard this dude's song?" And I was like, "Nah." He was like, FTW, right? And I was like, "Bro, you serious? You act like this?" And shout out to him. It's not like I'm dissing the dude, but I said, "Bro, you act like that song is popping and it's #1 in the world that I supposed to know it. Like I hear it everywhere. That's what I meant. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, are you bugging? Listen, no disrespect to nobody because I don't look at the people. Some people say followers. If you notice, when I started saying my family, Lockout fam, everybody's like, no, you guys are my family. A lot of things that they copied from us and nobody's saying the facts. But people comment and the people that follow us and our family here see it. They're like, whoa, they got that from you. Whoa. And I don't be saying it, you guys say it. But I don't let nobody gas me up. But I see it too. I just don't like to show off. You know what I'm saying? When I started talking a little more humble, like, you know what, it's about change. You know, this is not a gang channel. Everybody says the same thing now. First they were gang, 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 gang. But it's cool that they listening. You listening, you don't hit like, you don't nothing. You're a real scholar, bro. You're a gangster. You just watch. You just like to watch men and not see them progress in no way. Because if you did want to see somebody progress in a way, when I watch somebody and I like their content, I hit like, bro. You know, 2020, we liking everything, bro. Did I tell you, by the way, that if you don't go vote, Donald Trump will be president again? So stop it, bro. Stop talking about it. If you say you can't vote because you got felonies, you could encourage the next man to go vote and your vote will be just as strong. You could encourage 20 people to go vote and you be the man. You could encourage 50 people and change their mind and he won't win. But we're going to let him win again because that's what we do. If we don't see a black dude or a Hispanic dude up there, we'd be like, for what? It's not going to change nothing. You're not going to find out because you're not doing nothing about it. If you got a platform with 200 followers or subscribers or family members, whatever you see it as, and you're not using your platform from time to time, bring awareness to the people, then you're part of the problem. You're just helping our community and society self-destruct. You can't always be negative, negative, negative and no positivity into your channel. It's going to turn people off. And if your way of making your channel blow up is just with negativity, then more power to you. Get them 2 million subscribers. 2 million subscribers don't equal to $2 million. People got a misconception of that. I keep saying it. The dude with 1,000 subscribers, a lot of times, more than less, makes more money than the dude with 2 million subscribers. Facts. Because you got 2 million subscribers or 10 million views on each video don't mean that you equals money. The guy that got 1,000 views on each video is ranking in way more money than him. Those numbers you guys see don't equal money. Watch time equals money. How long people watching your videos? How long people watching your videos? A dude could have 2 million views or 10, but every time somebody clicks to watch, they're like, oh no, what the hell is this? And they get right off. It counts as a view, but he didn't make a half a penny from it. Get to it, people. Hear what I'm saying. Learn. Let's get it rolling. This is YouTube, the biggest platform in the world. Besides Google, and Google owns YouTube, it's for everybody. But dudes from the hood, right, or support. Now everybody's acting like they're getting hip to. Everybody's trying to get to the bag, right? But if you arguing amongst each other and beefing with your next man, it's not going to get you to the bag. You're going to get bagged before you get to the actual bag. You get it? But this is for everybody. Before they stop that, you got to get it. You could vote if you're a felon. Yeah, I know that, but these people think that you can't vote if you're a felon. They don't know how to go about it. See, you're a bright dude. People think I got a felony. They install that fear in them at an early age. If you get convicted of a crime, you can't vote because there's a lot of people convicted of a crime. Everybody that you know in the world, if you ask them, Has anybody in your family ever been convicted of a crime? Someone in that family has either touched the precinct, been charged with something. It's rare that they be like, nah, no one in my family has never been arrested. No one I know has never been arrested. No one I know has a felony. That's the same way if you go to every family member, knock on everybody's door and be like, any gang members in your family? Every family has encountered, been around, or the family members is in a gang. That's a fact. It's rare in New York or any parts of the world there's not a person in the family that's not a gang member or has a felony. Am I lying or am I lying? Let me know. Because even when I'm lying, I'm telling the truth. And there's a fact. By the way, did I tell you that you're watching On the Lockout? Don't forget to subscribe, share the live, share it, send it around the world, hit dislike, like, whatever you do, hit something there, right? Share the live, let people know. Take your cousin's phone, hit that subscribe button. When you subscribe, you have to hit the bell, the notification bell, hit it, then hit it again, but long press the second time, and it's going to pop up all personal or whatever. You're going to hit all. So every time you can get all the notifications. People be like, I'm not getting notifications. And it's because you're not doing it right. You ever see these channels that the dude be like, there's a conspiracy. YouTube is not sending out all my notifications, bro. They don't want to see me blow. I'm talking too much. I'm saying a lot of real things. I'm a real community activist. I'm a real leader. Who's talking like me? No one is saying the things I'm saying. Like, bro, you're in a competition with other YouTubers. You sound like you're bugging out. You trying to be the next Malcolm X or Martin Luther King, bro? Because you got a long way to go, buddy. But anyway, I say all that to say, bro, ain't no YouTube conspiring against no channel. It don't benefit them. It benefits them for people to see you and for you to be reached out to more people because they make money off of idiots like me. They take most of your check. But when these people start lying to the community and the family, oh, you know what? YouTube is not paying me like that because they're not sending out all my notifications and they taking out some of my ads. They see there's no ads in my video, but if you go check, he just played you. You just watched the ad from the beginning. Yo, these dudes are crazy, bro. They don't know. But shout out to all those dudes manipulating the family here on YouTube, man. Shame on you, though. God don't like ugly, bro. But when you get real in front of you, you don't know how to react because you're so used to fake. Their fake is real to a lot of people. So they'll be like, oh, who's this dude? He's fake. Or that dude's fake. Nah, he's the realest dude in the world. But you're so accustomed to fake that you don't really even know what real looks like, bro, when it's put in front of your face. You feel me? But these dudes be lying all day. Yo, yeah, you see, they trying to shut off my stream. That's because I'm talking too much real stuff for the community. Shout out to all them YouTubers that be lying like crazy like that, bro. They're not sitting there listening to your whole stream, and when you talk and say something, your words are so powerful that they shutting off your stream. Who you think you're fooling, bro? You see, they after me. It's a conspiracy. Like, bro, stop it, bro. You ever see them channels, bro? And they go from that, and then they stay on that, and they generating a super income of a conspiracy theory that people believe in. Like, you see, YouTube is after me. I don't even know how they let people keep doing that. Like, you corny, bro. I see that from the gate. I could see a fakeness and realness right through the screen, bro. Like, you bugging, my dude. So check it out. Today I'm reading things in the news, and I'm reading which I'm gonna make a story about that because it has to do with prison. A few hundreds of people were released in Oklahoma, and they let go this one female that was locked up for a lot of years. But they're trying to release the people that are locked up for like non-violent crimes. But that's a big up to Oklahoma, and their incarceration rate was one of the highest, they said, in the world, if not that. I also seen in the news these things I'm gonna talk about. This is the part of the show where we're gonna start doing news at least once or twice a week in between, like news flash. You're on the original, real war report. Because I think there was a war report, but this is the real warpath report, right? So, shout out to Lisa Everett that bring up some bloods up there, right? And only did that because she has a hidden agenda, a vendetta against them Latin King kids that's out, right? Or the Latin King Nation. And shout out to her because the Latin Kings used to beat up her husband and the Guardian Angels on 42nd Street back in the days all the time. So go figure, it'll be someone like her to bring the bloods up there and try to shame the LK Nation and not knowing that none of that works when what really holds weight in the world is the facts and real true stories. But shout out to Lisa Everett for being the fakest street soldier in the world. And shout out to the Bloods that was up there. No shade towards them. But Lisa Everett, you know why you did that. You still using our people, our black and Hispanic peoples for your own hidden agendas, right? Explain to them how your husband, the leader of the Guardian Angels, which is still a down low gang, right? was getting pounded on when the deuce was the deuce. And you know what you just did. Shout out to her. Why she didn't call Cano or Benny up there after that? Like flipped it. It doesn't. She doesn't see that. Her husband won't let her in the door when she goes back home. Holy snap. Y'all already know this is on the lockout, bro. From time to time, we just throw in there reality. News flash. Yeah, bro. So the interviews, calls again, all that. It's going to be lit. You know, when dudes talking about calls, shout out to Mario, by the way. I'm going to show you this right now. Hold on 1 second, fellas. You see this right here? This is a Logitech, right? With 1080p, 4K. A lot of people that know tech, my tech channel is called Tech, the number 4, TEK, the number 4, and REK, Rec. It's going to be up and finished this week. I'm going to be loading on there, show you how to make the algorithm move, how we accomplished our goals here on this channel and my other 5 channels and 3 audio podcasts. And what are we doing and how you do it, how you OBS studio, how you live stream studios, how you use NDI for the interviews when someone is in Oklahoma or Wisconsin, Boston, any parts of the world, and you interview them and bring in their stream into yours with the powerful new system that they have out called NDI. Shout out to NDI. And they will be sponsoring our channel in the near future. This channel is not sponsored by them. Our tech channel will be sponsored by them in the near future. And we working on a lot of things, man. But this is a Logitech. You see this? And it's for phone interviews, and it has the phone button. This little camera right here, this little ball, is super powerful. The lens is made by Sony. So is the one that I have there. Shout out to everybody in the world. This is professional stuff. You press, it has the speaker right here for phones. But other than that, I have a mixer. I have a phone setup, a different one. This is just one that's going to be bringing in the stream, just another side camera. I have it there. Super powerful. It's brand new. The only thing I'm missing is I got to buy the piece. It costs like $33. It's a stick that goes all the way up this high. And then the little bulb goes and it moves around while you're talking or giving your class, however it may be, your interview. But this is what we're going to be using probably for some of the streams also. So right now I have about 3 or 4 cameras up in front of me. So we're going to be getting it from all angles. Even if I put camera, because I'm going to do interviews at YouTube studios. I'm going to do interviews wherever people is at. If you feel more comfortable in your spot, in your location, if you're nearby, then we might pass by with our equipment or just use yours. And at times, there's no excuses. The best equipment in the world, you guys already know, is a phone. It's right in the palm of your hands. But now with these new apps and all that, you don't need nothing else. I could boost the mic in here, the volume. I could make you look like a superstar, you know. If your nose is crooked, I could fix it. You already know. The tech channel will be up. Trust me. Another thing is, if you're gonna start a podcast, because from time to time we like to teach, keep in mind the Cash App is there and the Super Chat. Y'all already know how I feel about that. Shout out to those that hit the Super Chat. If you're gonna buy microphones, a lot of people go and buy microphones, $3,000. You just start a podcast, they buy the Shure mic. Sure. Shure is a beautiful brand. I plan on getting the Shure mic also. By the time I get it, it'll probably be outdated and another one to come out. But if you notice, one thing about my tech thing, I like to buy what first came out. These Audio Technicas, they probably wasn't the first, or maybe they were headphones they came out with, right? These are the 2020s, but I haven't had them long. But the reason why I bought these and the 50/50s, I think, was only like a $20 difference, which I could have got definitely. But the reason I bought these, and when I bought these, I think they were like a hundred and something dollars, something like that. And then my wife's brother went and bought them for like $60 because they were on sale. And I told him, and he's like, "Yo, they sound awesome," just to watch his TV, because they are reference headphones, like monitor speakers that you could hear any little sound. You could hear if you're hissing in the back, so you know what to do with your podcast. Because just on speakers, it's not the same sound. You know what this is going to sound like in a car or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I have the mixer. That's Audio Technica. Now, the reason why I like to buy the first thing that came out is because companies, when they first come out, they put their all into their first product, right? Like, that's your baby. If you open up a page, like I got 5 pages and I pay more attention to like 2 or 3 of them. And the other 2 is like I post whenever I can, right? Which I'm going to stop that. I'm going to start posting every week on all of them. But you start attending one more than the other. But just like them, they'll put their all into that one product. Once they become millionaires, just off their name, they feel like they can do anything. So they'll sell you a piece of shit headphones for $300 now, $400, because their name done blew up so much. But the first ones they made are the ones that's really popping. They come with 2-year warranty and all that. So I bought the Behringer mixer. I think I paid like $100 and something for the mixer. It's a 4. It takes a 4 channel. No, actually it's like a 6 or 8 channel, but it takes 4 XLR cables. Which this is Tech Talk, and I know a lot of people say, "Thanks, man, you helped me a lot. My channel has 100 and something thousand subscribers in less than a month because of you." It's awesome. Like, we got a lot of people. Shout out to Neutral dropping them. They always say, "Yo, what? I learned from more." Like, a lot of people, you know. But that's why I always knew I was gonna open up a tech channel, because I'm very good with teaching, and especially about the stuff that's going on with podcasting and tech equipment nowadays. And the money that you can make with Tech Talk is like crazy, right? Like, it doubles whatever pay you're getting off of any channel. A lot of people don't know that. Your commercials are different. The sponsorships are different. Although I don't plan on taking too many sponsorships, because they like take your money in a way. And I could have had so many sponsorships even for this channel. But I wanted to do things on my own. Now I'm a little more open. But anyway, Behringer, that's what we deal with. I like Behringer. And even though, like I said, I plan on getting Shure. I plan on getting the Shure mic for $400 and something. That's the one that the Breakfast Club has. Do not get a condenser microphone. Do not get a condenser microphone. I'm going to repeat, do not get a condenser microphone if you plan on podcasting and sounding. These people sound okay, but that's why you hear noise. If somebody talks back there, you hear a condenser microphone is not really for podcasting. Podcast started off with dynamic microphones that you hear what goes into it. Like the Shure mic at the Breakfast Club, you hear directly in front of it. People sound good, and it blocks all the background noise. So your computer hissing from moving the fan or whatever, that doesn't come out too often. Behringer, they came out with a pack of these, of 3. See? Behringer could send the check later. They're probably going to be one of our sponsors, being that a lot of people buy Behringer brands, and some people think they sucks, but a lot of people know that they're very good if you're going to start a podcast. Affordable price and super, super great technology and sounding equipment. Has its little defects like everyone else, but I don't consider it garbage. I consider it a game changer for me. It's not overkill. It's awesome. It doesn't kill your pocket. I think for all these three mics, I didn't even pay $100. But you can get a short dynamic mic, like a 58, something like that. I may be wrong on the number, but it's like this one, and it's great silver in the top for like 30 something bucks. One of the first ones of theirs that came out, and it sounds crazy awesome. This one I painted it gold and black myself because I used it like twice for golden culture. As a matter of fact, my bad. This one is black, but the inside sponge I painted gold. But they come like this. As a matter of fact, let me show you. This is the one that I'm on right now. Is the one I actually painted gold. And I'm going to show you in a second. Look, I still got the paperwork in here. See how I am? I save all that. And I don't read the manual. You know, we tech. So they come like this one. And they solid, bro. They harder than cars. So check this out. These are Behringer. These are Behringer. These are the XM 1-800S 1800S XM 1800S professional Behringer, a vocal, ultra vocal sound, dynamic microphone. What's really used for podcasting, that'll give you that sound that you're really looking for, that romantic, I'm gonna blow your buns sound. Why everybody's saying blow your buns now? Didn't we first start saying that? So check it out. Oh, I meant to show y'all the gold and black part. So I'm going to do that right now. This stream is kind of long. We got into everything. Shout out to the people that held on, to the people that showing love. I love you guys. You already know. So I'm going to show you this one. I painted it gold and black. You're going to notice a crazy difference in the sound just as soon as I take this off. These came with like 6 of them for like about $5. And they work just as well. And you know, there's guys, they pay $50 for one of these because they say it's better. They wanted to buy one that'll last. Bro, they last. It's just these dudes are pigs and crazy, and they throw their stuff everywhere. I've had used the same one since I started this year because I've been on shows for like over 10 years. You know that. And I already showed those receipts, so I war don't lie about nothing. That's like when I already have 4,000 subscribers at a week and a half. People are like, you're lying. Then when I put it up, they're like, holy snap, he's not lying. Bro, why should I? I don't lie about nothing, nothing. I don't exaggerate my stories. I don't nothing. I just talk. It's like I'm on here talking, and I feel like I'm just talking to somebody, and they watching me, and I'm talking regularly. In real life, I'm like that. If I like you, I'll open up, I'll talk, and I'll have a little humor. I always try to make people laugh. But like my boy commented on the live, was the type of dude that'll make you laugh and then just rip somebody right next to you. You'll be like, holy snap, what just happened? Because while I'm talking and I'm making people laugh, I'm paying attention to my surroundings, and some dudes get crazy at a party, and I got to wake them up and let them know, Poppy's here, bro, relax. Daddy's here. You can't act like that. You heard? So check it out. This is the gold one. Can you see it? I painted it gold and black. I got to talk on the top. I did that, right? And I painted the surrounding gold, and I put tape around the line so the line could stay black. So like the Shure microphones, they come silver, some of them, and the line around it is either red or blue. So I wanted mine to be gold and black since the channel was called Golden Culture with a K. Culture spelled with a K. That's where I talk about hip-hop news and a lot of other different things. We've been posting there this week, but I think tomorrow evening I will have a video up there, and on here I got more content tomorrow. It's a lot of great things happening for the channel during the weekend. I think I got an appointment at YouTube Studios. I'm not sure if it's Saturday or Sunday. I doubt that it's Sunday because Sunday I usually stay home with the family. No, actually backwards. I try to make it not for Saturday because Saturday is like, you know, shorty be home. But I think it was for Saturday, and that's what we was trying to get. It don't matter. YouTube Studios, not like I'm going to be there till 3 in the morning. I'm of age, bro. But when you around people, you gotta be mindful, right? And it's cool. I guess it keeps me out of trouble too. I don't like people telling me what to do. I feel like somebody's bullying me around. That's why I never been with the whole girl process and like a wifey or whatever. Even though I have that, but I've always clashed with that. Like, yo, bro, I feel like you're bullying me. I feel like you're telling me what to do. Like, you ever seen a dude that, or you probably yourself, you like, you know your capabilities, like you're a straight gangster in the street, like dudes don't violate you or nothing. Even though I took a lot of L's, I keep it real. If you was a gangster and no gangster things happened to you, you was bullying dudes. You was fighting with punks. Cause the dudes I got beef with, they'll body you when they catch you. Facts. That's why I always say the truth. I got money in my head. Dudes wanna kill me all day. I still got money on my head to this day, almost in every borough, but I never come on here and say names or nothing. I don't do that. You guys seen dudes come on my lives and be like, yo, you robbed me. Homeboy that I just blocked the other day that started getting disrespectful after, he had just commented a whole bunch of times, no, you robbed me in the 90s, bro. I don't forget her face. I said, shout out to you, bro. But don't think for 1 minute that you're going to see me in the street. Swing, we get it popping, and I'm going to pay you your money. That's dead now. I just paid you with these, with the fight. You know what I'm saying? You should have pay-per-viewed it. But anyway, because people see you get a few views and they think, oh, he's millionaire now. He got commercials and everything. No, bro. Of course, I plan on making amends to people. But you got to hold on. I'm not no punk either, my dude. Because I've robbed a lot of people in the street. And that's a fact. Whether I robbed them, I sticking them up, whether I ran off with a pack, I did it all, bro. I did it all. I was the biggest piece of shit in the world. And I always say that God forgive me for a lot of bad things that I did. One thing I never disrespected was like super old men, old ladies, or kids. Those are no-nos to me. Or people's families. If you got beef with a dude, his mother, his father, his family don't got nothing to do with that. Real G's don't do that. All this new shit that I see that dudes is violating dude's mother or family, you're a cornball, nigga. Why did I just use that word? Sorry, Tube. But you're a cornball for that. It's because I get mad and excited. Like, you don't get no props for that, for snap grabbing a dude's girl. You know what they did to my girl one time while I was on Rikers Island on the phone with her? This hurt me so bad. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I swear to God. I'm not lying. I swear to my kids. I swear to my mother. I wound up cutting another dude for something that happened in the outside street that I had no control over. And he didn't even have nothing to do with it. He just was there when I got off the phone next to me. He's sitting in the chair and I said, what you looking at? Boom, punched him in the face. After that, he wanted to get it popping because I snuffed him. And I said, what? I went, tied my sneakers because I don't walk around in slippers on the island. You don't do that. I used to get on my people for that. They call them slippers for a reason. You do not walk around in slippers if you're in a prison or jail. People could tell from the gate you ain't been bitten, boy. You better have them sneakers on. If you don't need to be banging. You just better have them sneakers on. When dudes got slippers on, that means you're comfortable. When you see these dudes with that style of Nike slippers outside in the street, I'm like, you could tell he's never been through nothing. And he could front all he want. Like, yo, I'm going to come up off of these and fight. Nah, you ain't got no beef with nobody. You're a good boy. You walking around in slippers. If you ever been anywhere, you would know that slippers is a no-no. Facts. You know how many grown men I used to tell them, yo, back in your cell, bro. Take them slippers off, B. It might pop out here, or you could tell he's not going to pop. So anyway, I heard somebody else while my girl's on the phone with me, walking. Somebody ran up behind her, tried to grab her phone. She's fighting with him, hitting him with the umbrella. Shout out to him, too. If I ever find out exactly who you were, you're going down. And I'm just playing YouTube. I will never do that. I'm working for YouTube. I'm a great guy. You know that, YouTube. That's why you guys F with me. I don't live like that no more. So anyway, I could hear her. Oh my God, yo. Whoa. And that's so sad, bro. When I call her back, yo, they took my phone. And the guy told her, now go tell your man War how it feels to have something taken from you. I'll never forget those words from her. Never. Because there's times at night I think about that. Like, damn, that girl went through that, bro. Like, it don't matter what she does in life or how mad I may be at her. It's just that feeling that I went through while I was locked up. that when I seen a dude I had a problem with, he just got locked up. I was like, yo, son, hold up. Yo, call him. Yo, come here. You don't remember me? Like, I robbed you. And he was like, oh, snap. And he was with some of my people and was explaining it to them. So I said, yo, I'm coming out. He was looking for tobacco. And I'm like, I got the tobacco, bro. It's $150. I'm coming out. I had my do-rag on and I was more brolic now. Like, I got my weight up. I was on the island for like a year and some change, I think. And I'm like, I'm coming out. I'm like, yo, what you got locked up for? I'm investigating this dude, you heard? So when they called her, because this is a story, I should have told this in a video, but I'll probably make a video and really explain it. I'm going to explain it real quick and not the whole story so I can make a video out of it. Facts. So they called her and they said, yo, we got the guy, we got your phone. Somebody tried to go sell it somewhere or something, right? And the first thing that War told her was, guess what? Because they called her for a lineup to point the dude out. Now, you got to respect the fact that even though, right, my QEEN has been locked up, she's not a street person at all. She could get a little thuggish with me. I was gonna say that before. You ever been the type of gorilla dude that you know you're a gorilla B and you know you could put this person's head through the concrete and like at times you even feel like murking them. But then what I'm gonna do after that? I body this, right? Like, you know, it's not, you know, I watched TV before, bro, you're going down. But they the only ones that could get away with saying a lot of shit to you that somebody else you would twist for. You know what I'm saying? And I think they know that deep down inside, like, you know I gotta have some type of love for you. Because if it was anybody else, bro, you would have been rocked Scooby-Doo a long time ago. So anyway, I say all that to say, they called her to pick the dude out of a lineup. And guess what War said? I said, yo, if you see him in the lineup, don't pick him out. Do not pick him out. Because our people snitching, what people call snitching or telling on somebody or whatever, even though people be like, but that's not telling. He robbed her. She didn't do a crime with him. These new rules is so whack. When I grew up, you didn't have to do a crime with somebody to be like you're telling. If you lived on my block and you're the next door neighbor and I do something and you call the cops, you're a snitch. It don't matter what the hell I was doing. You told on me, chota. You know what I'm saying? Now people are like, yeah, but yeah, they didn't do a crime together. Yeah, they just made the rules more easier for the people to get away with telling. So anyway, I've never told a snitch on no one. I told my story as before. What the only thing that happened with me one time, and I stopped saying it. I said in a video way back on a live everywhere, was when somebody was trying to kill that word YouTube don't like. It was murk a female, and hitting her up, and hit her, boom, put something through her forehead and all that. And I was at the scene, but had nothing to do with that. I'm not getting charged with your body. So then again, we didn't do a crime together. Someone passed me the phone and was like, yo, so what's the address? I said, I don't know the address because I really didn't recall the address off my head. So the phone call was made out of my phone. So the person was like, oh, you called on me because that phone number comes out your name and you come out on my trial. Me coming out on your trial is me pointing you out, bro. The Jamaican dude asked for the phone so he could call. And it was only the right thing to do. It was a girl. Yeah, right. No problem. It was a girl, bro. You stabbing a girl, bro? Like you, and I was there. I would have been locked up right now for a body. So when the cops came and spoke to the Jamaican dude and to everybody, they were like, good thing that you guys called, because being that you guys were there, you would have been charged with this. The person was in a coma for months and was about to die. We would have been charged with that too. So F that. I was like, bro, thank God you used my phone. Facts. What? I'm not leaving until I drink coffee. Probably. I gotta see, because then I'll go buy the coffee. Si me dice que yo me va a dar los chavos. All right. A las 8 like I always do. So anyway, para el café, I'm saying. So, yeah, so, I mean, that was that. But, yeah, I don't hide nothing from nobody, bro. It is what it is. But what I was saying, man, before I got thrown off, Yeah, because I seen the dude one time, too, the dude that happened with on the island. They call my name, and he's like, and everybody was like, "Yo, you know this guy saying that you guys told?" I'm like, or that you told. I'm like, that I told. They tell him to show you paperwork, bro. I never went pointed nobody out or called on me doing him a crime together, or whatever. But everybody was like, bro, F that. You would have had a body, bro, if they didn't use your phone. And you understand what I'm saying? And that's a fact. They would have been like, yo, we asked him to give us the phone, and he said no, and he was up there with him. You bugging. And all this because homeboy was hallucinating that we was blowing his girl's buns out. Like, are you bugging? That crack was getting to you. But I seen him on the island, and he was like, yo, you guys, you come out in my trial. I guess he was, and I'm like, I come out in your trial. Like, you bugging, my dude. I'm here on a total different case. Me coming out in your trial never came out. Nobody. That's how real I keep it. I told my story, and I put it out there to everybody, dude. And I was like, I don't come out. No, nobody could show you paperwork on me. He's like, nah, I'm my trial. So why you doing talking to me? We this close, bro. You was talking all this crap that you was gonna do this when you see me and all this. And by coincidence, I'll land in a house. And when I leave, he'll come. And people will be like, yo, Ward just left from here. But when he come in talking crap, people will be like, what? They'll beat him up. Boom, 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 ping, pong. Even our peoples. And supposedly now he was involved. When he was with me in the street, he wasn't involved in nothing. I told him, I don't hide nothing from nobody. I'm G'd up in real life like that. Nothing to brag about. But they'll put the blows on him when he land in the house and be like, yo, Ward told on me, let me see the paperwork. Oh, I ain't got no ping pong, ping pong. You can't just call a dude a rat, even though that's not the label that I never had. You know, that's never been on me. But he was saying, nah, he told, but it's like he didn't tell. Because they called the cops, and dudes were like, yo, bro, you was stabbing a girl in the forehead with a screwdriver, my dude. And they was there. I was there, bro. I was there. We was all going to get charged with it. And then if you felt that way, that I was messing with your girl or anybody was messing with your girl, why you didn't stab me? You let me walk right by you. That's how much of a coward the dude was, right? This was we was super young. I'm talking about super young, bro. This was over 20 years ago, I think. A lot of years. But I still seen him on the island in the 2000s or something like that. And you know what he did? He seen me so many times, bro, right? And he was with me in HDM2 in 1-8 years ago, like in 96. So, and when we was in the street, I was always banging since I was a kid. And he wasn't. I had to hold him down. And now all of a sudden, yo, bro, he's one of those dudes that he'll rep when he's in jail, whatever clique he's down with. He don't rep in the street. That's that coward stuff. You just want to use the card when you get locked up to smoke and eat right. Nah. So anyway, this is the only thing you will ever hear about War. And I put that out there years ago when I was podcasting and recently on this thing here. And I always said it. I don't play the girl thing. The old people and kids, you're going down for that. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even care if somebody calls the cops on you if you did something to a kid or old lady or a girl. Like, you deserve to be in jail. And I don't wish jail on nobody. And I know dudes that don't applaud that. The dudes that beat their girl don't. I'm not a woman beater. You know what I'm saying? At all. I've thumped with my girl or girl before because this chick is like, or whatever chick you're with, she thinks she's a boxer. Like, they try to hit you too. They just abusive as men. That's another part of the show we getting into. Like, that could be depressing. You know what I'm saying? They try to put you under pressure real fast. I never been anyway, I don't want to talk about relationships too much, but I got that coming on a channel, facts. So, I see him on the island in the court pens, but we in the courts, like somewhere like in Brooklyn courts, obviously, right? And they call in the go backs, the famous go back, and they call, I was in the Beacon, if I'm not mistaken. OBCC, the go back. They call my name. They call my name. Warpath, Lockout Gang. The cells open. I already know the edit. I come out, boom, I'm on the lockout, seal. What it do? Lockout Gang. This coward dude sees me walking by. I don't see him, but he knows my full government. So he's on point now. He throws me with an orange. Boom, boom. Hits me right on my nose, bro. I was like, oh, because I didn't know if it was a punch from somebody. Because you don't walk near the gates nowhere in court. That's another thing, all right? Because I never walk close to the gates. Because I used to wait for dudes to walk by the gate, and I'll whoop, and I'll rip you right there. Or snuff you, caught you, wreck. Sometimes dudes do it for no apparent reason, just to let off steam. I always found that wrong, but I was ripping you. If you was the ops, I was sending you to the hospital. What? Man, ops went to the hospital from my rip through the gate. Boom. Hospital. Facts. And I was making sure I got the right ops, that you was down with that gang and you wasn't a neutral dude. I wasn't that type of coward. So I'm coming, hit me with an orange. Boom. I'm like, holy snap. So when I step back, I'm like, I wasn't even that close to the gate. It couldn't be an arm. This dude had to be stretch arm, right? When I look, it's him. I said, bro. I said, my man, look in my eyes. I said, you know, when I catch you, I'm going to beat you to the concrete, my man. Because you got the whole shit wrong and you spreading false info, bro. You know what he did? He went, just like this. What's his look? Because he's like a little psycho. Like, he was in the MO houses and all that. That's another thing. If you want to gang and bang, but you playing MO, that's coward moves. When the beef is popping, you signed into the MO house. We don't respect that. You got the MO house locked. Yeah, of course you do. Dudes are bugged out, bro. And they let dudes rock like that while I'm trying to twist you and send you to the infirmary. Nothing to show off or glorify. This is facts. So at that, those were the years that I was so comfortable with being locked up that I'll be easy in the street and I'll get locked up. And when dudes be like, yo, Warpath got that locked down up there on that side with the Spanish people, with the Spanish dudes, and they'll be like, Warpath, because in the street I was being easy on you, but now you ended up in my world. It's like that. Facts. Now it's like, boom, what up? What's popping? Now Duke is like, nah, Duke, you don't know me. You know me from the way I was being easy with you out there because I wasn't trying to get locked. But now that I'm already locked up, this is my house. What's up? I'm comfortable here. That's how sad it is. I was comfortable in Rikers, and at times I still am, because the world could be hard, and we all know that. And those that say different is lying. Society is not easy. It's not easy to adapt for a lot of people, especially when you've been away for so many years and you accustomed to a certain lifestyle. You know, when my family or my people, because I live alone, facts. I don't live with my mother or my father. I ain't got that. I can't call my mother and ask her for $5. I got to do things on my own. I got to figure out how I'm going to do it on my own. How we going to pay rent? How we going to eat? How I'm going to buy the fancy clothes that I like to wear? How I'm going to do my podcast show? How I'm going to pay for the Wi-Fi? How the light's going to stay on because I need it for my show for the Lockout gang because my family needs to hear me. How I'm going to pay the phone bill? I got to fend for myself. I can't go to nobody. So yeah, Rikers Island at times started feeling like I'm better off being in Rikers or not alive because it was hard. A lot of nights I cried. A lot of nights I stood up worried, plotting. And that's why a lot of people got. That's why a lot of you guys that watch me now that are mad, that's why I robbed you. I needed that. I had to pay a light bill. I had to do this, not thinking about that you had to feed your kids either. So at the end of the day, sure, I'm remorseful and I apologize. But the gangster part only comes out when you think like, you feel me? Or you still don't. You got peace or you my niche. Like, what's up? I'm not trying to glorify or sound tough. Never that. And there was times that I was indulgent. And whether it was alcohol, Percocets, weed, whatever, an addiction is an addiction. I needed that. So I'm sorry I put a gun in your mouth. I'm sorry you got cut when you didn't want to tell me where it was at. I'm sorry we tied up your whole family. I'm sorry so-and-so got murked. I'm sorry, but there's nothing I could do to take that back, bro. All I could do is tell you that under different circumstances, I would have not did that because deep down inside, Warpath is a good dude. But I'm not going to beg you to be my friend either. I'm not going to ask for compassion when I didn't have none for you. But at times, so many things were happening in my life during those times that I don't even remember some of the people I've robbed. I don't even remember what they look like. And that's the saddest part about it. That I've ran into people in the street and they're like, yo, you don't remember me, son? And I'm like, nah. And they're like, foom, foom. And they pop. And I'm like, holy snap. Boom, boom. I weave and I wop. And then I knock him out. Boom. Then he's shocked. Like, oh, son got little hands. Yeah, bro. Like, where you thought I was at? Like, why you thought I was a stick-up kid? Like, you thought I was... Come on, bro. And then there was times I had to take flight and had to run. I did the running man. Facts. That don't make you a sucker. I was wise. You got a gun and you got 30 dudes with you. If you would have stepped to me by yourself, circumstances would have been different. You know that. I kicked your door in by myself. Boom, what's up? Where the money at? By myself. Am I trying to glorify? No. I'm just telling you, don't live the way I was living. Because I'm lucky to still be alive. I don't hide. But I do a little more locking in than out than I used to before. And I still be in them streets. But if you see me on my lives, you know that people be like, war's always on point. Yeah, I'm trying to look around like what's popping because I don't walk around with bodyguards. And I was asked, even recently, by my peoples and dudes that I deal with, yo, war, you want two of us to be with you at all times? Because you a little lit on certain podcasts and different shows that I have and my music. Things are coming to flourish. You know, they popping a little bit for me. So dudes, we'll do it for free. You our peoples, we got you. They know. But I'm like, nah, I'm good. I never called my peoples for no beef. I never jeopardized the next man for something that I did with my own two hands. When I walk with people, we walking by a block and they be like, let's go through here. I'd be like, nah, let's go around. They be like, why? I'd be like, because I stuck two dudes up on that block. Because I got beef on that block. And they be like, so why? I don't care. You with me? I'm like, bro, I don't care who I'm with. It's not that. It's the embarrassment. I don't want to see them again. It's not that I'm scared. Never that. I did what I did. I sent them to the infirmary or whatever. It's because I was in a different state of mind. Now I'm starting to grow up. And he was a good dude, Jack. He wasn't a bad dude. It was me. I was sick in the head, you heard? He thought he was tough. So I wanted to show him like, bro, you trying to play me? You ain't tougher than Wop. Or I'll stick him up or whatever. Because I felt he was being greedy and mistreating the people. And I'll just be laying up like. And when I leave the next night, when his door gets kicked in and he thinks it's the FBI, it's Warpath. On the lockout. Like, what up? All that you had yesterday on the table, put it in this bag, homie. Can't tell me you ain't got it. I saw it. That's bad. When you mentioned the name Warpath to a lot of people from back then, or, you know, it wasn't too long ago, I was doing a stick up still, bro. So I ain't gonna front. But of course, the FEDs are listening. I always try to do things to people that were living the life, right? But the police and the feds, they don't care. They just want a case. So a robbery's a robbery. They don't care that you looking at it like, well, I robbed a drug dealer. They say a robbery's a robbery, bro. And they trying to get that drug dealer to testify, no matter what. So it all has a statute of limitation. And this was a long time ago, feds, if you're listening. It's just so sad how in life, sometimes people like me that was in the streets, I was raised in the streets. I left my house at 14, 15 years old. Rest in peace, Alberto Oliveras, because he played a big part of my life growing up. And when I used to see him, I would see the whole family because his sister was my wife, was my girl who I was dealing in love with. And she was like my first girl, my first, like, that I, you know, got crazy with. And as the years passed by and we got older, we rekindled and we made up and we was living together again for like 4 months or something. But when you're not financially stable, that could get in between relationships a lot. Because I was feeling uncomfortable because I wasn't getting money no more like I was in the street so much that it was almost drawing me back to do stick-ups and get it again. Because I wanted to give people everything that I felt they never had. Because I looked at them like, this is my family. I grew up with these people. This is where I'm supposed to be at. But my pockets was twisted, right? Like I was getting a little... Bro, I was putting on that uniform to do Liberty taxes, bro. I was the Statue of Liberty, bro. But I was not free within my head. But I was playing the Statue of Freedom. But war was not free. War's mind was incarcerated. I was ready to go back to jail any minute because that started feeling more appealing. I don't know if you understand me or you still think I'm glorifying. Or if you comprehend where the mind could take you. I wasn't financially ready for that relationship. But as you know, and you always say why things can't happen like when you live, when you like, you know, you financially ready now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but God takes things out of your life what he has to take out of your life, and he leaves only what he feels is best for you. It may not happen at the time we want it to, but eventually it's gonna happen. Everything in God's timing. Yeah, my audiobook is coming soon. I told you guys that, right? Within the next two months it should be out. My audio biography, the book of my life. It's called, I might call it anyway, but it's one of the titles of one of the books. I got like a few book deals on the table, and I don't lie about none. It's 6-figure deals, but I just plan on doing it on my own. One of the titles is gonna be Warpath. Warpath on the Road to Destruction, something like that. I got it written down. But with that being said, one of the things that hurt me the most, being that I jumped into Aloe, was that a lot of people take their anger out. Like, I'm gonna break down the facts, right? This is part of my life that happened. The stream is kind of long. It's cool. The algorithm ain't gonna pick it up. It's too heavy. We don't care. We here for us. Not no algorithm. Not no Cash App. Not no donations. We nothing. This is the loyal lockout, right? I'd rather have 100, 200 loyal people that ride with you than 3 million that are not riding with you. Although we almost at 8,000 subscribers in less than 6 months, we doing great. A lot of people haven't accumulated that. And mind you, we all know I blocked thousands of people. But I say all that to say that Aloe's family, and Aloe at one point thought I was smashing this old lady that he was going out with, and I wasn't. Because I stood there one day because I seen her outside, and I was like, yo, I had work, right? This is like not a lot of years ago. The statute of limitation has not been up on this, but I didn't do nothing wrong. It's not even 4 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. But what happened was, yeah, thanks a lot. Shout out to you, Willie. So what happens is this, B. Blood. I hit the wrong thing, twin. My gold life be put on spice. Dude got things shice. Think I'm fucking his wife. It's not that type of flow. I'm still getting to the dough, the bread, the cheddar cheese. They wanna murder me, but they can't find me. I'm on the block, homie. I ain't never go nowhere. It's just a different flow. You know me. I ain't never care. I swear to God, I'm the title. Move like George Michael, status, 4/5 automatics, spit verses in English, and then I flip them to Spanish. I make your whole crew vanish to your heart. I'm doing damage. I'm lethal. The weapon stays stained up. Warpath on the block, not giving a we 4-figured it out. We on 44th Street. You already know the spell bound. Nigga play the state of chrome. Rest in peace to my dude Aloe. Never leave your name alone. Rest in peace to all my dudes that's passed away. You already know how I feel in the Maserati Fox days. Dumb out. That be the squad. The Latino. That be my mom on the side, little homie. Shh, the feds is listening. They already know they mad. We on YouTube and still glistening. What up? Stop hating. Get that money. Yo, check it out. That was the part where we freestyling the show. So that was off the head. I know it was whack. Cool. It's supposed to be whack. It's a freestyle. So I see the lady, and I'm hustling now because I got the Statue of Liberty uniform, right? I'm getting paid. At that time, they used to pay like $60, $80 a day. It's freezing. I'm like, March Madness, right? Shout out to Angels. Spanish dudes, Boricua dude was giving out the jobs to everybody. Of course, I got fired because a lady said something disrespectful. I called the BIT, all types of things, right? She was violating. She thought she could disrespect people that were drinking alcohol because it was cold, or smoking weed, or indulging in perks or opiates or anything, right? She was disrespectful. She knew you smoked weed, she would disrespect you. Like, in her eyes, you were a junkie, no good, you was never going to change. And I didn't applaud that. Although I was clean at the time, I didn't applaud her doing that. Like, she drove me to, smoke, drink, do drugs, all types of things because I was mad. So then I came in that day like, what, you disrespecting my peoples? And I'm going to stand up. I stand up for the peoples? I don't care if you black, white, whatever. You understand? Yeah, I've been at bars, boy. I do this. I've been rapping for years and singing and all that for years, bro. Look me up. Facts. I wrote for the best. Facts. Not trying to show off for nothing. But anyway, that's in the book. So check this out. I told the old lady, which at that time was Aloe's supposed to be girl, but they broke up. He left with another girl, right? And left her. So I told her, listen, I got like 40 grams of dog food, which is a heavy drug, a opiate, right? I can't be walking around with this. Can I stash it in your crib? So she was like, sure, you can stash it in my crib. I said, it's only till tomorrow. I'm going to pay you. So I went there, I left it there, and I chilled for a few minutes because I ate there. She considered me family and all that. But she went, and because he left her for another girl, she tried to use it. This is how grimy women are. She tried to use it as a source or ammunition to get him jealous through me. Yeah, I've been rapping for years, bro. Where you been at, Angel? I've been making music for years, bro, since I was a kid. So, don't you see the videos? I hung out with Tony Sunshine, who's my real friend, Cuban Links. I know I follow him, he follows me. Shout out to Cuban Links. Comega I was locked up with. Arcangel I used to be with. I got pictures with me and him in Brooklyn. I could name rappers for days I've been around. Like, that people be like, why you don't put him on your show? He's your man. Because I don't do that. You know how many people I could have had on my show? This is me. I'm very picky with my family here. You know what I'm saying? But we got all that coming just on their shows. So anyway, I left that thing in her house, and then Aloe calls me one day, and he's like, yo, this is what happened. Facts. The lady started saying that Aloe, shout out to Aloe, man, rest in peace. I love him. I'm not shitting on his name. I'm just stating facts, a story, what she said, even though I know it wasn't true. She said, he didn't leave with a regular girl. I heard that the girl that he left with it. Shout out to people, there's different genders or whatever. I got nothing against that. I'm just telling a story because you got to clarify that. It's really a man. A transvestite or whatever people call it. I don't want to sound disrespectful, right? I don't know the name for that. Or transgender, whatever, right? Am I using the right one? Because I don't want to get banned for no reason, so I'm sorry. I don't know the name for it. And no disrespect to you guys' community. Love all people. But I'm like, nah, right? So she was spreading this. So I was so mad, bro, at her. Like, I was gonna $150 her. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you violated. Like, Aloe is somebody that I loved really dearly and still do. You guys see, I'm always like, did I say rest in peace, Aloe? I mentioned him more than his own family. Shout out to them. But I never touched this lady. I never slept with her. I never kissed her. Never nothing. I'm going to keep it real, though. She did one time tell me, yo, all I want to do is see it. Let me see it. And I was like, yo, what? Let you see it. And I had like laid down in the house because I used to always lay down there on the couch because I was at home. I felt when Aloe was there. So I like laid back for a minute like this. And I had a pair of shorts on. It was summertime. And she's like, anyway, I saw it already. When I got up, like real brief, I'm like, you saw what? I'm like, holy snap. I was like, how you saw it, right? And she was like, through your things. I'm like, nah. And she was like, it's cute. And I was like, nah. Yo, I was stuck. I got school. I was a big. I looked like, where's that? I'm like, you couldn't have seen it because it ain't that crazy. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with Vienna sausage here. Like, no disrespect to nobody, but I'm like, you ain't see this little baby. He's not out there locked out like that, bro. He's not fully developed. Shout out. So she just shocked me with that. I didn't know what to do. You know, like, did I slap her or what? Like, I felt violated. I'm like, did she take a flick of this thing? Like, is this thing up on Facebook? Like, you know what I mean? Like, am I gonna wake up and this is gonna be like all trending? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this shit gonna be like trending in #1 news or something? Like, bro, it's like, it's crazy. So, and the fact that I didn't want her to show them pictures because people lie and put things together and be like, look, I was with him. This is his thing right here. You heard? You can't tell me. You know what I'm saying? And she could show that to your wife at the time, or whoever, and be like, so that breath mark, you telling me he don't got that there, girl? You telling me that that's not his? And your girl know the whip, how the whip feels and how the whip looks. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna be like, holy snap, that's, yo, come here, homie. You in trouble that day. All because of a lie. So I was like, she just started doing too much for me, right? At this point, you know, anything goes with her. As far as violating her. So I can't really talk too much upon situation, but something went on that shouldn't, that I, of course, I regret today, right? But just put it this way, she wasn't too happy about it. I didn't think that she was a woman or nothing because she's kind of brolic and she works out and all that. You know what I'm saying? That I used to think that she, no disrespect, that she was a man. Like, Aloe, you're hiding something from us. Like, even Aloe's sister and his family used to be like, something wrong about her. Like, she has a man body. And she'll be like, I'll knock you out and thump with people and all that. Like, and she was already of age. And her son is one of those squad dudes that kick your door down to raid like drug raids and all that. But I wasn't worried about that. I still did what I had to do. But I did that for Aloe. Because you just don't talk about my brother like that and spread that. So we didn't talk. Aloe thought that something was happening with me and her. She was like, could you take me to Aloe's grandma's house? I forgot where it was. And I didn't notice that I was being set up. I said, she wants to walk with me in the house. Like, if I'm her new man. I said, you think I'm dumb, bro? So I never did none of that. But she went and told them, I guess, a different story, right? And she told them what I did to her also. And then he called me like flipping, like, yo, how could you do that? Like, she's a girl. I'm like, yo, man, F that. She violated you, homie. You my man. F all that. What you talking about, son? And then when I say, Aloe, I love you, man. I grew up with you since kids. We on the phone. I'm barking. He's barking. I'm like, man. He's like, yo, man. I said, man, so step, you know what I mean? Like, rollerblade your ass over here then. Nigga, let's get it right. Let's get it popping then. What? He's like, I'll be down there. I'm like, I'm waiting, bro. But when we hung up, he calls me back a week later. He's like, bro, you know I love you, right? I said, my dude, I love you more, man. I just think you're going a little crazy right now. You stressed out. You upstate. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm going back down there right now. This thing does have me stressed. I love you, man. I want to see you this weekend. Me again, being war, I don't sleep on nobody. When he was coming down, I was cleaning the thing. You know, I might have to give it to Aloe, I was saying, man. But he knew Aloe's first time to ever touch a burner was with me. He said, I never touched a ratchet to war, put it in my hand. He said, I was shaking. Facts, because I used to carry 3 of them, a Tech, a 380, and a 9 in a book bag and put it behind the sofa in Aloe's crib when I was living there because his sister was my shorty at the time. And I'll put it back. Then I was walking around with a book bag with a Tech, a 380, and a 9. The 380 I took from Chris on my block. Shout out to Chris. I didn't mean that, homie. You know I got love for you. It's this big overgrown kid. He put it in my hand and he was like, yo, my uncle's a cop, whatever. I was like, where? He's like, yeah, he got this 380. I seen the 380 had a pearl handle and it had gold and black and it had a rose on the pearl handle. This was years ago. I was young, but I was already bang, bang, gang, gang in the street. So the rose drew my attention, the black rose, because it has some meaning to me and what we do, right? Or what we did. So when he put the ratchet in my hand, he gave it to me with the clip and all. And as soon as I grabbed it in my hand, I looked at it. I said, clock, clock, cocked it back, boom, boom, boom. And I said, yo, you ain't getting this back, bro, Chris. Get away from me, bro. Get away from me. He was like, yo, why you doing this? Oh, I said, bro, get away from me before I put one in you, bro. I said, don't follow me either, man. And you know why? I lived on this corner right here. He lived right across the street, 2 houses up. Facts. And I kept that. That's how I accumulated that one. The tech I got from this dude that was from the mob, from Sheepshead Bay, and we was gonna go do a stick up. These stories I should tell just on my video, but I'm gonna tell it real brief. Then I'm gonna make a video. Bottom line, he wanted me to stick up these girls that I knew, which was Nana and them from Sunset Park. I never even told her this, right? I don't know how he found out about them. Maybe through Aloe or something. Rest in peace. I'm gonna tell that story. I gotta write that down because I forget it's more to it what they did to Aloe. Rest in peace when they caught him. So when I said, all right, I'm gonna do it. But Nana and them, I grew up with them. They was just getting mad bread around my hood. And at that point, my man, Papa, was going out with her. And I'm like, I can't do that. Papa's my boy. That's Kerman's brother. Shout out to Papa, the Jiggy Don, on Instagram. And I'm like, I can't. I never even told Papa this, I think, because I'd be forgetting. If I would have remembered, I would have told him when I was with him not too long ago in Kermit. But I forgot. So I told the dude, all right, stop right. He knew where to stop. He's like, there's the house right here. So I said, cool. I got all his ratchets in the book bag. It was more than that. I was going alone because I like to go do stick-ups alone. And he was in the car. I never use a getaway car. I walk because nobody's coming out of there once I go in there. Facts. So, I mean, not nobody's coming out when I go in there like I still do this. I don't do this no more, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they'll be at my door. And when he told me to go in the building and do it, guess what I did? And my bad, Wolfie, if you're watching. He's a real street gangster. What they call them MOB dudes, like for real. Like they connected with the precinct and all. Like he doesn't go to jail. They lock him up for something. The other officer let him go right through the door. He's not ratting or nothing. It's just those police, that's how you know. They got mob ties too. I don't care. I could care less about the police. So I could talk about them all day. So what happens is this. He stops. I call the police on my phone. He don't know. And I'm like, bro, somebody just pulled out a gun over here. I gave him the address. I said, hurry up. I think there's a cop coming. And he's pointing it towards the, I did one of those years ago. This was over 10 years ago, police, if you're watching, because they'll give me a charge for the call. They came quick. So while they surrounded the whole block and they everywhere, right? Boom, boom. He calls me, boom, and he's like, yo, where you at? I said, I'm about to bust the door. I'm right here in the hallway. And he's like, yo, I'm going to pull off around the block because they just got flooded with cops. So I'm going to be parked around. I said, cool. It worked. When he went around the block to park, came back out, went the other way. I went around, I walked, boom, I called the cab, got in the cab, and went to Bushwick with the ratchets and all that, with his ratchets, and kicked another door in from this Dominican dude that was a connect. Boom, I got him, his whole family, tied them up, threw them in the basement. You feel me? Told the girl, go upstairs with those kids, no kids involved. Boom, I let her go upstairs, though. You're not leaving the building. I knew upstairs was empty. I ran that whole house. So, this was on Knickerbocker and Troutman. So, with that being said, I kept the guns, and then Wolfie and them caught Aloe years later. So I'm going to tell more of that story and finish up the story there when I tell that story. That has nothing to do with a prison story, but it's a story, and this is not just a prison channel. So I gave y'all that money. That was a lot of info. I was trying to make sure I didn't say things that could jeopardize my career here. But I gotta write that down in notes. I don't keep notes on what I'm gonna do because I don't rehearse now. But I got a million stories that I forget about. Like my life was a movie. Remember when I say I was street? I was in the streets. I was literally living in the streets. Sometimes out of choice because I didn't want to go home because I loved the streets that much that I felt like I would miss something. So I would stay on 58th Street a few years back, not a lot of years back, on 58 between 4th and 3rd with Jerry and them, with Freddie, my boy Freddie Flowers, that blew trial to like 40 or 60 to life, that I told that story. And no disrespect to the people that passed away and their family, but I didn't have nothing to do with that. You know, I just know that I love Freddie because he was like my brother, somebody that I grew up with and I seen him grow up as a kid, right? I don't know Freddie, the one that you said that you blaming for a body. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that Freddie. I know the good-hearted Freddie Flowers. And that's that Jerry was commenting the other day that he was with Wack and Danny. Those are his brothers. Shout out to Wack, my boy since a youngin' too. And shout out to Danny, the twin. I love y'all. Jerry, the twin, I love y'all. Facts, if you watching, Jerry, I love you. Call me tomorrow. Try to hit me somewhere through Facebook or something, bro. I got to give you my number. And if you know the number, call me. I'm going to Brooklyn, Sunset Park this week. So anyway, what the hell was I saying? But yeah, I got a lot of stories. I just forget them, bro. But I was staying on 58 by choice. I had places to go. I don't like to bother people or nothing. I was staying there because I had to take the train to go back home like 2 hours away. And I'm like, man, listen, I'm just staying. So I'll break night in the hallways, break night with Jerry, break night with anybody. And the next morning when we get up, it's hustle time again. It's 6 a.m. The block is getting flooded with fiends, with everybody. You feel me? So the bread is coming in again. You feel me? So we good. Or we'll catch something. It's just crazy. I can't get into those stories because you feel me? I don't want to jeopardize nobody, but love all people. You already know. And dumb dudes on that block wind up going through to the feds because of social media. Shout out to them. Shout out to Timothy, anybody that's locked up. They went to the feds because of Instagram and YouTube and all that posting. Dudes went down with them that wasn't even down with them. Like, you feel me? And the dudes that were down are still around. Like, you feel me? But that's neither here or there. It's just crazy. But yeah, talk about... I never take notes. Facts, I never talk about Woofy and the Stick Up and Chris, the 380. Gang, gang. My bad, Chris. So yeah, shout out to Chris from 44th Street. He must be really big now. He was an overgrown kid. He was like humongous, Chris, bro. And some of those people I seen after that, like they always knew where I lived at, but dudes knew better. Like, you ain't coming to my crib. Like sometimes dudes be like, yo, I'll come in your house. I wish you would come to my house. I'll pay you. I tell a lot of dudes, I'll pay you $1 million if you come to my house. Come at your own risk, buddy. And remember, you're gonna remember why they call me Warpath. And I don't threaten people, so that's not a threat. I'm saying what I used to say back then. Nowadays, I'm a YouTuber, the most humblest guy in the world. I don't want no problems. I'm a punk. You heard? But I love you guys. Facts. Thanks a lot for staying. Yo, smash that cash to the app. This hat is official. I put it on, look, Army Fatigue. Because I had the Army Fatigue, even though this is like a lighter white fatigue, but it's fatigue. This hat I only wore like one other time. If that, because I have them up like, you already know I bring the little set that I bring. Did this people give me my headphones back, man? Yeah. So y'all already know, man. Love y'all, man. And good night. I got to get up early, around 5:30. But there's a lot of things in my life I want to talk about, right? And unfortunately, it's like I have a gag order. At times I feel like if I can't. Shout out to my boy from Connecticut that has not hit me up, has not made the initiative to call me, text me or nothing. My guy from Connecticut, Tommy, you know who you are, man. Lower East Side, man. He's in Connecticut right now. Maybe he's going through something. Maybe he's not. He was a good dude from the channel. He commented a lot. He always showed love. Trolls are like snitches. Facts. They are snitches. Black Entertainment. But shout out to a homeboy from Connecticut, man. I got love for you. I lost your number because I lost that phone way back and things like that. But feel free to hit me up, man. You my guy, bro. I miss you. You my dude. We used to talk a lot. He was there for us too. The channel, he helped out a lot, man, and never wanted nothing in return. I'm talking about helped a lot. I don't know, something maybe I did or said turned you off or something, my man. But just know one thing: I kept it the realest that I could with you. I never once in my life lied to you. Like, I don't lie about nothing. When something may seem like a lie, it's because people are so used to fake that when they see real, they don't know what to do with it. And that's a fact. War, remember the diner on 65th? On 65th, or you mean 60th? You mean the diner on 60th when you get off on the 59th Street train station? 65th and what? You ever gonna cover the... I did talk about the outpost situation. I could care less about the outpost situation. Shout out to Rich and his family. But everybody's like, oh, outpost is snitch. I don't care if outpost is snitch. There's a million snitches. Your favorite rapper snitched, and people still listen to him or them. All these rappers talking shit about Tekashi 6ix9ine are definitely going to record him. The kid, I always said, is going to be the #1 artist in the world from the minute he comes home. People are already waiting for him. He's going to come out. He's going to say, psych. He is my version of the story, what really happened. That's why he hasn't said nothing, because it's just going to create more controversy. It's better when he's face to face. The manipulation sounds better when I'm in your face. If that's that he needs to manipulate, all you getting is bits and pieces from the feds, from the people, from whatever, right? From the beginning, when people say so-and-so cooperated, when you talk to them for 1 second or you cop out, they call it cooperating in the feds, if I'm not mistaken. But did he tell? Didn't he? That's not my place. I just don't call people snitches. Nowadays, people make paperwork, TMZ lie for views, the news be lying. I just don't label people a snitch. I find that word very disrespectful if somebody's not. I put in work on dudes, and dudes put in work for that word. Rest in peace to Aloe. I'm going to keep it this real. And this is not shitting on Aloe. Aloe got cut, bang, and I'm one of the first dudes he called. Right? It's on 4th Avenue, bro, in the corner. I still go there. It's like a Mexican, Salvadorian. My man got stabbed in there. We used to have beef in there, bros in there with them dudes. So anyway, let me tell you real brief. Aloe got cut like that in a barbershop with the barbershop talk. Facts. He was talking. He said this dude is a snitch. Blah, blah, blah. Named the dude. The dude he was talking to is the dude's man. And I don't got nothing against the dude. Yeah, I be mad because I'm like, damn, this dude cut Aloe. But the dude is not a bad dude either that cut him. And he had every right to be that mad. You calling that man a snitch. Aloe was wrong. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. Just because he was my friend and I grew up with him, I can't be mad and trying to fight with this dude. I just can't. Aloe was wrong. Rest in peace, Aloe. I love you, though. But Aloe was telling somebody else. I can't even repeat the dude's name because that'll be like me putting it back out there in the air, and I'm a real dude. I don't do that. I don't know that guy for being that way. So I could never say that. I know that dude. I don't even know him like to hang out with him, but I know him for a thorough dude around my way and in the prison system, like he hold it down. You know what I'm saying? But Aloe was the funniest joking dude in the world, so people would think it's something sweet. But he'll get busy. If I'm there or somebody's there that's going to get busy, he'll get busy, but you got to be holding him down. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Aloe, you going to put it in. And he'd be like, come on. And then he'd be like, what's up? Like, my block was always known for fighting. Like, Aloe's brother, Robski, all them, they'll fight. I got to give props where props is due. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Even though I went to boxing school and all that, that's why I didn't like to say that to people, because dudes will always come at you with a ratchet or a knife because they figure, oh, he's nice with the hands. I got to hit him with something. So either way, I was nice with the hands, but I was more the type of dude like, nah, I ain't got time for that. I'm going to put two in him and keep it moving. Or I'm going to just whop him and send him to the infirmary. Like, I'd like to get it over quick. like I was doing with money. Everything I wanted was instant gratification. Today I try to change that. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace, Aloe, and shout out to Homeboy. What happened was Aloe was talking too much and started saying, yo, I heard so and so is a snitch, bro. That's crazy. He running around. Duke went, said, yo, give me a minute. And called Homeboy and said, yo, this dude's in the barber shop saying, yo, he's still there right now? Yeah. Homeboy came. Look at how the world, Aloe didn't know he was coming. He came. This is what I heard. And Aloe told me, yo, what you just, what? Ate him. A cut from here to here. Ripped him. Then was still trying to tear him up, I heard. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, other dudes from 52nd, my peoples and them, told me their son still in on after that went to the hospital to where Aloe was at, like, finish him. I was like, word? He was wilding, but he wanted to put a stop to they dudes can't be calling me a snitch around here, bro. So he put in that work. That's like rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle with that Holder thing. No disrespect to Nipsey and his family, but Nipsey called him a snitch. People not talking about that's the fact, and I don't mean nothing wrong against Nipsey. You gotta be careful who you call a snitch, cause I'm not saying that Homeboy and Aloe situation is a snitch. Never that. Backwards. I'm saying I don't know him for that. I never heard that from him. I only heard that from Aloe. But you gotta watch who you call a snitch, cause the person you calling a snitch, you're forgetting he's a gorilla. He's still a killer, bro. Like dudes is like Alpo's a snitch. See Alpo in his face, you would never say that in his face. Cause you know deep down inside, he got a few bodies, and it's not gonna move him that yours will be next. People get confused with dudes just coming home to their dudes he don't want to get locked up again, so they feel they could talk to him anyway. Nah, I never ran with that, bro. I was on parole. When a dude violated me, I pound him out right there. Something happens right there, and I'm not trying to sound like a gorilla, and then a fight would break. I had 2 days to go home. I was in a mid-state, and the blood dude, Dino, shout out to Dino, was in my room, and he was like, whoa, what are you doing? You got these 2 dudes thumping. You going home in 2 days. And that's when I snuffed Homeboy that his girl was like the magical girl that changed her wigs to see people in Rikers Island, because he pulled out, he was going to hit the bro with a lock. With a lock? Yeah. I think in Mistake, if I'm not mistaken, you was able to have combination locks. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So when he put that sock in a lock thing, and he went, I said, boom. And I said, drop that. Bing, bing. I started rocking him. The COs came and all that. And my room was flooded with contraband. I was holding. I had work in my pocket. I had dog food. I had bud. I had all that. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, I don't care about that, bro. It was like almost like I was almost trying to tarnish me going home. Like, it's crazy. It's sad. But thank God we here today. Shout out to everybody who still tuned in. I love y'all. I got to get some rest. I'm super tired. I've been up since earlier trying to work on these apps, the software, and everything that we're doing for the channel, and that we're trying to accumulate for it's crazy because these other lights ain't on and the stream look pretty good, and I don't have these lights on. Look. I forgot to turn these lights on. And the stream, these make it brighter. These are LED big setup lights for real studio lights. And I didn't even have them on, but I do have all the lights down here off and just one LED bulb, a regular light bulb, but it's LED. Your lights have to be LED for your streams or your content, period. The best lighting is the outside light, but it's best to be in a dark room. Like sometimes I cover the windows and everything with black curtains and everything, even though the outside light is good. But sometimes when you mixing it and the back wall is white, you see too much shadow. Like if I put this up, you see the shadow of that in the background and it looks crazy. But I'm changing the back. I'm using the green screen. So like if I'm talking to you and I want to be inside a jail, prison, or a cell, I'm going to be in that cell talking to you. God bless me. I don't wish jail on myself or nobody. But if I want to be at a beach, a lot of these settings where you see shows, they're not at the actual place. It looks like that. Like the news, even the news, when they talking and they're like, hey, good morning, guys. This is Eyewitness News. They're not in an actual studio. The lady's in her house. but they're using a virtual studio with a green screen. This is a fact. And I know how to use all that and put it together with almost $0. In fact, with $0. But I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Not $0 because you still gotta buy the green screen unless you got green paint, and it's a paint that needs to have certain coatings and you need to use. But I almost got it real good in a different way. Like it's just light without a green screen, with a OBS Studios and a chroma key. If those guys that know about tech know chroma key and all that, or look it up, chroma key. And the chroma key will take you to places you never. Just look up chroma key on YouTube and you'll start learning so much tech stuff that you won't stop being into it. Because it's intriguing. You'll stay watching it. There it shows when I turned on the light. So it looks better with the lights or when it was off. But you see right away, I see those shadows I was talking to you with the lights. Now I'm going to shut the lights off. And now I don't think you see the shadow now. See, you see the bar there. Now you're not going to see it that much. I think it looks better now because it's darker with one light. And the light is by the camera. I have a Logitech webcam. The lenses, they say Scar Oscar something the name, but it's actually the dude from Sony. But they don't make these no more because they had a beef over multi-millions of dollars, them and Sony. So when people think they buying the Logitech C920, they not. You're going to get it without that lens. And lens, this is what comes first when you're doing a podcast. Any real tech that's good in tech, if he tells you any different, he don't know what he's doing. First comes lightning. You would think it's the camera or something, right? No. First is your lightning, your lights. Don't worry about nothing when you're starting a podcast. Of course, I always say the phone. You can start raw dog, don't matter what. But when you're trying to get a little more professional, the lights come first. Lights, the way you looking. Facts. It changes a lot. Even though if you see me in person, you'll be like, oh, he looks the same. The only thing that with the LED lights, if you got a little pimple or little holes in your face or whatever you got, you really can't see it like that without makeup. And a lot of YouTubers use a lot of makeup. I don't use nothing. They use makeup. Like, you can't hate. You getting famous now. You need to look right. You know what I'm saying? The celebrities do it. What's the difference between a famous podcaster or a dude that's doing videos every day? People got different lighting on their phones, so you gotta try to look the same everywhere. But I just use LED lights and no makeup. And Lockout Gang, you already know. So you see how the shadow went out as soon as I shut off the light? I seen it now. Maybe you guys seen it a long time ago. The stream don't look that bad. But the light always needs to be in front of the camera, because if you take the light away from your regular web on your laptop or computer, the regular camera it comes with, it'll be like slow motion. And it's slow motion because there's not enough light hitting it. Now when you put a bulb next to the sun, now you back to regular. That's crazy, right? But I'm not using the regular camera from my laptop. Today I'm using the Logitech C920. And it's an older camera. Still, some people want so much money for it because they stopped making the original one. I have the real one. Now they sending it to you and they lie to you. They say they're going to send it where it says Logitech and the name of the 1080 and the guy's name from Sony or whatever. That's a lie. When you get it, it don't have none of that. It's just regular lens from Logitech. Oh, his name is not. People be like, they send me the old one. It's not that they send you the old one. They not together no more. That's the last thing I heard. But thank God we got the original good one. So the first thing is lightning. Lights. The second thing you want to have, this is going to be on my tech channel, is the lens. Two most important things, your lights, your lens, right? Then after all that, of course, what's more important is your content. Is a fact. Or the software you're using, that plays a big part in it. But those are my three things that, and a lot of tech dudes that I think is the lights, the lens, and the content. A camera and anything, you could just use remember when we said lens? Because people be like, what about the camera? How you gonna record? They got lens that you just hook up to your phone. They go here, boop, just like that. And you be like, if you got a super recording Sony state of the art thing, and that lens will cost you like, see, people think you gotta spend this lens that costs thousands of dollars, 20,000, even 80. You just don't see them because you're not looking for that type of expensive thing. But look it up. Just put $20,000 lens for cameras and see how many come up way more than that. But they got phone lens for $10. They come with a bunch of them. But guess what? It's better than your regular phone lens. So it's going to look sick. Boom. And then the app that you're using on top of that is awesome. I know a lot of free apps I can show you. And you're going to be like super professional. I don't even record when I'm on my phone through the actual camera side. I record through the side where the screen is at, which looks a little whacker when you're looking at it. But whack is good. Because then when I'm going to upload it, I upload in 720p always, which that's what's recommended is either 1080 or 720. I never upload in 1080. It's too much. It's just for it could look any little detail you could see. I don't see the cause in it. And a lot of people are uploading now in 4K, But another thing that's good is good to use 360 video streaming. That's hard to do though, even though I got 100 on the test from YouTube. I love you guys. You already know Tech for Rec is coming. That's why I talk about that sometimes, and it can help some of you guys with your channel. Thank you for tuning in to On The Lockout. Feel free to hit the Cash App. It's in the description and the link. You already know how I feel about that super chat thing. What is it called? Yeah, the super chat. How they call it when you send them the money through the super chat? Yeah, I guess it's called Super Chat, right? Super Chat. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, the Cash App link is in the description. Feel free. I just say that because when people ask, well, I couldn't find the Cash App. Well, the link is in the description. Stop lying, puppy. We help everybody here on this channel. We don't sugarcoat nothing. We talk about what we want. Although at times I feel like I got a gag order because certain things, not that I can't talk about, I choose not to. Because I just know that real G's, OGs, the hood, we don't do that. Just because these dudes do it, believe me, or those dudes do it that they're not going to be around for long on YouTube or on any social media platform getting money. They're going to be trying to receive commissary. Facts. And I got enough stories with those. I don't need to go and accumulate anymore. Boy, have a great day tomorrow. Thanks for all the good info. Facts, I got y'all. Y'all already know. I love y'all, bro. I love you, kid. That's my guy. I love you, bro. You heard? Zaragoza. Yo, shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to everybody. I gotta get up early. Thanks for telling me that you hope I have a great day. I hope you have a good day tomorrow too, bro. I hope all your days are good, joyful, and peaceful. I hope you accumulate and acquire everything you wish for in life. God has a plan for everybody. He's already laid out the path for all of us. So a lot of times when we plan, he's laughing at us, right? When we think we put a plan together, he's like, boy, that was me, you're a fool. Right, I guess he put his plan in play for me, and I guess I'm on my journey and I'm on my way. My books are coming out soon. First, and we're probably within 90 days. I'm not sure yet. I don't have a set date, but it's set. My ebook is coming out, audio book. I'm making a hardcover book. I have a documentary on the way. These are things that I really don't talk about because people put hate on you and jinx your stuff. I got a lot of things I'm doing this year with a goal, with a 5-year goal, hoping to accomplish it within 2. But if we don't, we already had it set at 5, right? Where you want to be within the next 5 years? What are your goals for the next 5 years? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? What are your short-term goals? And do you have any short-term goals? Are you even the type of person that sets goals? Do you just have a short-term goal and never make a long-term goal? Because you should have both, right? Are you a person that's happy about your accomplishments? Or do you feel like you're never doing enough? Do you feel that you deserve more than what God has already given you? Oh, yeah, because he's the one that's definitely giving it to you. My name is Warpath. There's On The Lockout. Boom, we locking out that frame of mind. of jail, Rikers Island, upstate prisons. Never glorify, never testify, never get high. When they tell you something happened with your boy or whoever, just laugh, look at them and say, it's 2019. Nowadays, nothing is a surprise. Boom, 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 boom. Get them. Start your channel. If you a hater or a troll, don't hate at nobody. Love everybody. Start your own channel. All that energy you putting into trolling and bothering other channels, put it into starting your own channel. What you said, nah, that's allegation, bro. What do you mean what's allegation? That Nipsey called him a snitch? Yeah, back in the days, dudes took a lot of stuff to heart. Rest in peace out. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm just saying, bro. It's not back in the days dudes took a lot of stuff to heart. This wasn't back in the days. This was recently. It's not back in the days. Nipsey Hussle's thing wasn't recently. You never cover the album. Oh, I hate what you're saying. But if you're saying about that, about people calling needs a separate vid. Yeah. But the Alpo story, man. A lot of people are just putting Alpo in their title because they want their algorithm to move and their video to get views. I don't do that. I wait till it's all over, then I give my opinion on golden culture. I'll wait till it's all over, then I give my opinion on golden culture. I'll wait till it's all over, then I give my opinion on golden culture with a K. Golden culture with a K. So everybody's making money off of Alpo, and I get it. Cool. Get it. Get to the bag. I'm not a hater. But I don't follow waves. I create them. So I wait to the end. Facts. And when nobody's hardly talking about it no more, boom, I'll bring it up. What's up, man? This is my opinion on it. I know it's old news to you guys, but my opinion on it is new news. Facts. But anyway, real brief. I don't have nothing. Does it bother me that it be like a snitch told and he's walking around? I don't know. I don't know this situation. I can't speak. Alba wasn't my friend. His life doesn't concern me or doesn't move me. And a lot of these dudes are just talking a talk because they want to gain a check and get views, right? But when they run into somebody, it's not funny no more. And you will run into all the people that you talk about online. And the